If you don't know me, then your bosses do. Never mind, y'all, I really talk to fruit. On that clown shit, I can't talk to you. Picture a boss making some bosses move. Never warn nigga, but we offing you. Low and child, nigga, that 39th shit. Wells, baby, that 39th stick. The king got his shit, shoot your crown. This came from the Wells. Got a spot on the half. With the longest can't shoot them guys, but I know them guys. City turned to clap you for a penny. Came from the low end and kept to the city. Shit get high here. Better wear your Glock here. We don't just grocery youngins, they up shop here. Enjoy your body until they see it soul. Put you in the wood and then they let you burn. Shit get stupid. Shot stop loud talk for sure you get muted. Gas up the plane smoke for sure you get zooted. Loud talk. I've been playing with that grass like a groundhog. Bitch, I'm 39th to the death of it. Run them, let the weapon spit. 40 with a drum jack, kicking like some Texas shit. Ain't from the 9, from 39. Home and BT, big shouting right. Landscaping. When I get it going, chasing them, gotta plan. Leaves on them trees when they fall, I'm a hand rake them. Bag them, seal them and get them gone. Jumped in this shit, was thirsty to see a zone. Ass peas here, wood big as hell like I'm smoking out a tree here. Playing with the branches like a monkey in a tree here. And GF, landscaper. I'm playing the wild for that damn paper. I am 39. BFA shit. I ain't here to step on niggas' toes, but you see me? Yeah. Genius, this genius. Woo. I'm one of them niggas. And if you don't know that, you should ask your boss. Tell them talk about that hood team shit. They ain't really gonna do it though. You know this BFA shit though, don't you? BFA shit! Shoptalk 7 in the building. We up top, but we get down. It's your host, Tony Media Monics, and that is feedback, ladies and gentlemen.
That is
feedback. Turn it down a little bit.
Is that a special guest?
Yeah.
Feedback?
Definitely.
Hey, wow.
Yes.
You sound like a transformer.
And it's not me this time.
Okay, there we go. What's good, everybody? I am your boy.
Still happy.
I'm not your boy. I'm Get This D. What's good, everybody? D Smith in the house, man. Who we got in the shop tonight, man? Shop Talk 7. What we got in the building tonight, man?
Filmmaker. Extraordinaire. L. Porter in the house.
Yeah, shout out to L, man.
He's not as short as he looks.
My arms is long.
Now,
he's not as short as he looks.
I like this ride.
Now, we offered him a better chair.
He
did.
He
decided to roll with this one, so.
But I'm very comfortable.
We said, fuck it. We're gonna roll with it.
He's really about 5'10".
Yeah, he looks like a damn 12-year-old.
I love his seat, man.
Yeah.
It's really comfortable, dude.
Golly.
We got Chill Toby. We got Chill Toby to post us in the building, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And we got Miss Nikki Spiller, Sleek Designs in the building, man. Nikki Sleek Designs. No, he wants to sit here. He's good.
Said he's comfortable.
Good.
I'm good.
He good. Yeah. So we got our girl in the building, Miss Nikki's. How you doing? Yeah. Shout out to Nikki, man. And speaking of Nikki, let's go ahead and get to the format and shout out to our SPOs. All right. Shout out to Miss Nikki Spiller, Nikki Sleek Designs, graphic designs, man. So if y'all looking for some dope graphic shit, man, hit up Nikki. Nikki, what's your information? You got a number or something? NikkiSleekDesign.com 8219 what was that? 219-306-3957.
I'm not good with numbers either, bro.
Once again, that number is 219-306-3957.
Yeah, for all you niggas who probably never get a number tonight. There you go.
Speaking of numbers, some more
It's a
numbers
shot.
coming at you, man. We have one to also
Her love language is
shout
money.
out to Heads Down, Bottoms Up.
That's the way we like to drink. Definitely drink.
So shout out to our girl, Miss BB Fly of Bottoms Up Mobile Mixology LLC. We thank you. We appreciate you for supporting us. You want to reach out to her for all your mobile mixology needs. She does mixology classes.
Oh, dope.
You know, like classes for kids to do mocktails.
Mocktails, yeah.
You know, so she gets down. You want to hit her up at 773-314-7407. Okay. Once again, that number is 773-314-7407. Also,
you get to drink the stuff you practice with?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm signing up.
Yeah. And also email her bottomsupmix@gmail.com. All right. So shout out to like I said, Bottoms Up Mobile Mixology Services LLC. And of course, our girl Miss Ro. Shout out to Ro Design Services. That's RO apostrophe S.
Yes. Heavy
You know
on
what I'm
apostrophe.
saying? Yeah, heavy on apostrophe. Design Services, man. Shout out to Ro.
Apostrophe.
Got the show. They got flex to get cool to buy.
She got us right.
You know.
Watch out, but I got the Teddy Pendergrass on.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
We're going to have a shirt off.
With the Richard
Because
Simmons.
my design's going to be better than yours.
It is the smoke that you desire.
It is smoke that I desire.
By all means, call me.
Mine's on layaway.
Let's go. Shout out to Ro Design Services. Again, that's Ro apostrophe S Design Services. Catch her on Facebook, IG, Gmail at Ro Design Services. Number 773-322-3076. Again, that number is 773-322-3076. And that does it for our SBOs.
Good job, man.
Thank you.
You know, no one ever told you that. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. It's nice coming from you.
Yeah, I try to.
We're gonna give y'all a
weird ass angle. Just letting you know.
Yeah. This just provides great comedy. I'm enjoying it.
We're gonna hit y'all with a quick music break. Come back with these topics, man. Shop Talk 7. Let's get it.
Let's go. Who we got? Who you finna play?
Yeah. Shit. I keep on watching like Hulu. Making these go cuckoo. I make them leave. Put a spell on them like voodoo. I'm a big out of poodle. Smart, so I guess I'm a guru. I reappear for the moon shoe. Then disappear like it's voodoo. Voodoo. Like magic. Voodoo. Spiritual. I keep on watching like Hulu. Making these go cuckoo. I make them come, make them leave. Put a spell on them like voodoo. Got you out in my trance. Got you under my spell. You gon' do as I say. You gon' do as I tell. Girl, shake your little tail. Boy, I'm making another sale. Just follow my lead. Pipe like Kales. Thank God I'm not in a cell. Bought my music for sale. I stay punishing demons, cause only the real gon' prevail. This is spiritual warfare. See they playing my tricks. Man, so sick. Tell them get off my. Stay close to my blick. Blocky ready for the smoke. Got them ready for the EP. They be quoting my quotes. I don't move without the promo. Like I'm playing with a ghost. They was laughing at first, but now they know it's not a hoax. Voodoo. Like magic. Voodoo. Spiritual. I keep on watching like Hulu. Making these go cuckoo. I make them leave. Put a spell on them like voodoo. I keep on watching like Hulu. Making these go cuckoo. I make them leave. Put a spell on them like voodoo. I'm a big dog out of poodle. Smart, so I guess I'm a guru. I reappear for the moon shoe. Then disappear like it's voodoo. I'm gone.
Shop Talk 7 in the building. We up top, we get down. Shops, Tony Media Monics.
And I am. Get this. D Smith in the house, man.
He is, I suppose. He is a verb.
D is a verb. And it's a noun as well.
I said he's a verb.
Oh, okay.
I will not be commenting on D being a verb or an adjective.
Get this D. Yeah, shout out to the chat, man. We appreciate y'all for joining us, man. We got Elliot Porter in the building, man. We got Elliot Porter in the house. Ooh, say what's up to him.
Yeah,
What's up?
Looking like he's about 8 years old. You're gonna get younger each time I look at this video because you really are looking like, man, that's crazy.
You know, I got that baby face app too. So
yeah, put it on.
Yep.
Make me look young.
Man, how you doing, man?
I'm cool, man.
Good.
I'm cool. I'm actually enjoying life right now, man.
Okay,
I
cool.
just bought a new camera. I'm ready to shoot. I'm getting ready
What
to
kind
shoot.
of camera?
I got the Sony FX3.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm shooting my movie this summer, man. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
What's the word this summer? What you got going on this summer?
Stoner study.
Stoner study.
Stoner study.
Stoner study.
Two brothers, opposite spectrums of the atmosphere of the sphere. One brother works at a drug rehab. The other brother is a cannabis guru, and they are forced to work together to to get a grant for the drug rehab that the brother works at. Yeah, and what makes it go crazy is they witness a stick up, and the stick up guys are chasing them throughout the movie, trying to catch them before they complete the study. So yeah, it's a funny comedy. It's a dope movie, and I think and I got a couple of good actors already.
Okay.
So I'm ready to do it.
Yeah, that's what's up. And so you slated to start filming this in summer.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot probably the beginning of August.
Okay.
So I'm working on it.
Cast and everything already picked out.
Nah, I got I have two main actors. Gonna probably use my cousin, Baldhead. This right here is not confirmation that you got the part. Just letting you know this now.
But yeah, you better put that disclaimer out there.
Yeah. I got Edward Williams III, and he's gonna work.
Shout out to Ed, man. Shout out to Ed.
Yeah.
He was in Ed was in what was that? No, he's not Southside, but what was that movie?
Killing Ourselves.
Killing Ourselves?
Yeah, we worked together on that, but we also did we did a play.
What was
together.
that where I was working grip in the bar?
Yeah, that was Killing Ourselves.
That was Killing Ourselves.
No, that was man, I don't even remember what that one was.
Yeah,
but he's worked with me a few times, man. Me and Edward cool, man. We it's like my little brother. He do some stupid stuff.
What is it? What's a grip?
But I love him.
What's a grip?
In filmmaking?
Yeah.
A grip is a person who actually comes and helps with the lighting.
Okay.
Yeah. Doing setups. They do all the setups.
It's crazy that it isn't called the lighting guy.
Yeah.
I've always wondered what a grip was.
The guy's called a box boy. I still don't get what that one is. Yeah, it's a lot of stupid names.
I always thought a grip was holding stuff.
Clothespins are called C47s.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
That's just stupid.
I knew that.
C47.
Yeah.
Yep.
Clothespins, it's the same energy to use both, to say both. But it's just film stuff. They want their own world.
Yeah. It's kind of like being in the Navy. A wall is a bulkhead. The ceiling is an overhead.
Yeah, that's yeah.
You say a wall. What's a wall? I don't see a wall. All right. It's right there, but it's cool.
Right there. Yeah. Brick and mortar.
You feel me? Well, it's actually steel and aluminum on the ship.
Hey, shout out to the chat. We appreciate y'all for stopping through. You could be anywhere, but y'all here with us. So welcome.
This nigga Frank Snack Lucas.
What up, Bunny?
Snack Lucas just gave us roses. Look, I'm gonna need you to give me some guns or something. I don't know.
What's good, man? Hey, when you coming through?
I need violence.
When you coming through?
Wait a minute. No, I'm joking.
Hey, BC, what's good, my dude? How you feeling, man? Glad everybody good, man. Hey, we're gonna have to make another run. Man, glad everybody is here. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting. And we trying to support back, man. So reach out to us, hit us up. Let us know what y'all got on this comment, man. Let's go ahead and get in this conversation, man. What do we got on Shop Biz right now?
Well, today we have.
Notice I changed it to
I'm about to be smart. I'm about to be smart.
Da, 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 da.
Notice I changed it.
Does your female friends tend to want boyfriend energy?
That's one, okay.
That's what we're gonna start with.
We're gonna start with that?
Yep. The other one is, how does it look to respect your co-parent?
Mm-hmm.
The other one, can you bring, my grammar's off, can a good blah blah, can being a good listener present as a bad thing? And what makes listen to or what makes you listen to or not listen to advice? I'm gonna have to get my grammar together today.
Let's start with that one.
Well, we already got the other one across the screen.
Do we?
Yes, we do.
It's
already right there.
He didn't let you choose.
I'm there. You know, I was
All
trying.
right, let's get into it.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
What is it again?
Do your female friends tend to want boyfriend energy? How many women are in the chat or listening or under the sound of my voice?
All right, Pastor.
That can
do they want it?
Can y'all explain that? Because I'm not sure I understand.
My question is it a because sometimes I believe it's a subconscious thing. They're gonna keep stepping forwards as long as you step back.
What does that mean, boyfriend energy? What does that mean if your girlfriend?
That means that they want you to do things for them. That they should have their boyfriend.
Okay, I got you.
And I've had that. I've had habitual line steppers.
What's the root word in habitual?
Habituals. You doing it over in the
yeah. That's the root word in habitual.
Yeah.
Or it could be habit.
Dino, what up, man? He said, of course they do. Yeah, they want that boyfriend energy. Is that their way of having the cow without or getting the milk without the cow? Is that their version of it?
I think it's just the nature of male-female relationship dynamic.
I think we all kind of do it sometimes.
I think even your sister wants. Well, you're not going to call it boyfriend energy because it's your sister, but she wants similar energies. The main difference is the type of intimacy you're going to give your sister, your mom, or your significant other, or your freak, your cut buddy, whatever. Right? Those be the main differences. The type of intimacy you're going to give. Who carry, like if it's you and your sister, who's carrying the heavy groceries?
They do. Yeah, it's natural.
It's natural. You naturally.
Right. I naturally give it to them.
Yeah, that's what.
Say I'm pardon me for cutting you off. Even to say your, like you say, female friends. If you really consider them friends, I mean, because I have several. If you consider them a friend, I mean, actual real friend versus acquaintance. Naturally, they get it from me. They also get flat out truth when it comes to, hey, look, he ain't shit. Stop dealing with him. Stop meeting niggas at the gas station thinking you get, Dr. Huxtable.
And it's not complaining to me about the shit after you do it.
However, but I'm still here to listen.
Far be it from them.
As I'm listening, that's because I probably
it's slightly entertaining. That's why.
It is. Because now I'm trying to figure out how you didn't see that he wasn't shit from the beginning. He told you he wasn't shit. Either way.
Half the time they told you he wasn't.
Yeah.
And they still went forward.
The energy being a female friend. Close enough. You sitting around, you know what, I am kind of hungry. It's old dog 30. What are you doing? Because you can call this, not on the midnight fuck session. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I know what you're saying, like about 7:30. You know what I'm saying?
Even by chance, if I did call you at 2, I know you ain't doing shit because the last nigga, he at home with his wife. It's Valentine's Day. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That like I say, that energy being if I called you, said let's go eat, I'm more than likely paying. I didn't want to be alone. I'm with you. Versus somebody that you're dating, you would do the same thing plus the fucking. Yeah. This one is same shit minus the fucking. And you there? It's damn near your practice dating.
And because I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest. I have practiced on my female friends.
You're supposed to.
But the thing is that you have to. There's a line that has to be drawn.
Mm-hmm.
It's understood. Yeah, absolutely.
And I've had friends, I've had female friends that continually step over that line. Like we talked about it off camera, where you're empowering them too much, and doing that, man, that's not a good thing, man. Because they take it into everything.
Right.
Hey, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat, man. Dino said, what female don't want the comfort of a friend that do boyfriend shit that ain't getting no kitty?
Yeah, they all take advantage of it.
So again, that would be their version of, getting the milk without the cow, without buying the cow.
We should minimize it. Shot Blizz got on us yesterday, so let's minimize it.
Because I've had female friends borrow dick from me. You know what
They
I'm saying?
borrowed it.
Dick Tracy.
Because they want to go back to being
Borrow
friends.
Dick Tracy.
But they be like, yo, let me loan that out. Like, you watching a movie and stuff, and you be like, girl, why you doing that? Why you playing?
You know?
Sometimes they call that Netflix
Right.
and chill.
Netflix, they use you for that crap.
Hey, but see, that's real talk though. Dino said that's part of the reason they say good guys finish last. Because they can basically be
simped.
simped. Well, not simped. I ain't gonna say that's something. I'm not gonna.
It's trending simp.
It is.
Sometimes it's trending simp.
borderline.
Sometimes it's trending simp.
It depends on where you standing at.
It is.
Because
No, I get a lot of love from my female.
as you should.
I'm not talking about the.
No.
Talking about the ass part.
No. Because
I'm
at the end of the day, you're technically using them as your practice.
That's
dummies person. Practice
true.
Dates person.
No, not really dates. Like,
and that's why I don't want. That's why I said air quotes because it's not dating, but
they're friends.
You're
so y'all genuinely
your
having
communication skills.
There you go.
That's what I talk to them about a lot of stuff.
If even in saying you out or whatever, you're out and you all are talking, she can tell you, hey, look, you remember when you was talking about this and you stuck your finger up there on that? Don't mention that when you take her out. Things like that. It's a practice.
They learn you shit.
I stopped having sex with people that were supposed to be my friend years ago. Like I wouldn't do it. If you were my friend and I'm trying to do it, I'm not just trying to bone and call you my friend. I'm trying to take it there with you. And understanding that if this don't work out, whatever we had is probably, there's a good chance it ain't gonna be like that no more. It's probably dead.
Stopped gambling some time ago. That makes sense.
It's a lot of coochie out here. So it's like, I don't have to get it from that pool.
I stopped gambling too, but that's because I'm still with the girl who got me, like my female friend who did me after.
But you know Netflix. What though? On the flip side of that is, who knows you better?
Facts.
So
that's true.
Just by chance that friend that knows how to treat you and
manipulate you better
and does treat you the way she knows how to treat you.
Female,
you kind of win.
Here's the thing with that. Female friends, there's a certain type of entitlement. There's a different type of entitlement that comes with being a female friend, especially a close one, because you borderline sister, you borderline cousin. You know what I'm saying? In some cases, there may even have been an attraction,
and they
at one point in time.
Thing is tight with you.
You know what I'm saying? Because they know the family, they know your history, they know the last 3 chicks you was with. You know, so. You probably done cried to him or came to him with some bullshit.
That's where they step over the line most of the time, because they love telling that chick that you almost about to break up with, that you ain't even his type, bitch. He don't even like you no more.
Let's give some examples of this boyfriend energy. One example I would give is late night phone calls.
Yes.
You got me on the phone for hours.
Yes. That's how it starts. They'll call you at 10 o'clock.
During fucking hours.
And they'll talk to you. They'll call you at 10 or 9. And talk to you till about 11.
You'll call, be drunk somewhere. You'll call, and now it's like, dude, I got to stay on the phone with you to make sure you get home.
But what if they do that call knowing that your lady is there or a friend?
I'm not answering.
They don't even care.
I'm not answering.
Sometimes they don't care.
I'm notorious. I'm notorious for not answering.
Even though this is your close enough to say God sister or your sister, not blood sister, but this is your sister. You still don't answer because it could be an emergency.
If it's my sister, that's different.
Or even like I said,
but I don't really play with those terms. I don't be calling people sister.
So that's what I'm saying. So if
you got a lot of rules, dude.
So if
I don't view them as rules. These just principles I stand on.
But
I just intrinsically don't do that.
So if she calls, you answer.
Listen, if it's my sister or if I view you as a sister, that's totally different. I don't. She ain't my sister / I might hit.
No, that's
icky now, and she has been presented to my girl as sister, and they are sisters.
And when
she can get the phone call answered.
Right.
We're not trying to
be on the phone for 2 hours.
No, I won't do that.
You wouldn't answer.
My girl right here. You don't get 2 hours out of me. My girl right here, unless she want to talk too.
But you will answer.
Hey.
If it's an emergency. If it's an emergency, you'll text me.
You don't.
So I may not answer.
Yeah.
I'm notorious for not answering.
Hey.
So you have already. You've already set boundaries. The line. You got to understand it.
And if I didn't set them, I'll set them quick.
Boom, there you go.
And if it look like I'm being phony, so what?
You
wasn't giving me none anyway.
Because they're not going to
stop. She's here.
They're not going to stop themselves from stepping over the line. So you got to set a line down.
Well, see, in their defense, though, I'll give them this. they genuinely don't see it the way we see it,
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
Because they deal with their female friends the same way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have boundary issues with their friends.
There's a different type of entitlement
Females
that
will
comes
hassle
with
with their
that.
nigga though.
There's a different type of entitlement that comes with that. It's almost ownership.
Yes.
It's almost ownership. It's like
You're
you
my-
don't know
you're
this
my you
dude. This
to
is
me.
my friend or my whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm connected to him. You hurt him. You hurt me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? That kind of a situation. And sometimes that right
One
there.
bad story and she'll never like her
will
again.
not- yep.
Yeah.
Man,
One
Nope,
bad
that's
story.
it.
Yes.
Yep.
that might be the realest.
Yep.
Never like
So
her.
what's another example?
Yep.
I got another example.
I have. It's a slight example, slight question to answer.
Okay.
It's a scenario.
Question to answer.
Your-
I like how you say that.
Your
Shout out to the chat, baby. Appreciate y'all.
significant friend,
Mhm.
because you all aren't fully a couple, but your significant friend that you're fucking, comes into town, doesn't live in town, comes into town,
Mm-hmm.
and it is your sister, god sister's birthday weekend. It's a birthday.
Mhm.
She's having a party. You have not gotten the connection to say she will mesh with this group at this party.
We're gonna find out.
So she's coming in town. You're going to that party.
She's going to the party with me. Yeah,
There you go.
hands down.
Okay. What about you? You. Yeah.
We already
The young guy.
we done smashed.
Several times.
Yeah.
No. Your significant friend.
Is she an asshole?
Sometimes could be. However, okay, but yes.
Because I got some female friends that I'm rocking with anytime. I'm gonna take it with.
If I'ma flew you out,
No.
No, she just
You
she
flew
came
your
in on
own
you.
way out.
Yeah.
You flew in on your own.
she flew in on her own.
Yeah.
Okay.
With good time, like, hey, nah, I'll be here or whatever.
Yeah,
I'll be
But
there.
I let
But
her
if-
know it's not her crowd.
I mean, if I'm letting her,
I know she's somebody that is gonna rub her the wrong way. I'm not gonna put
but
her.
I'm
in
not
no
letting her.
bad
I'm not
situation.
letting her come. If I know my sister's parties
She's
this
probably
weekend,
coming to get
I'm not
some
letting her come.
magic wand.
Well, I can't stop her from traveling, but she ain't finna come be with me. If I can't bring her to this party, then I'm gonna go to.
Mm-hmm.
Is it-
Stay where you at.
Okay. Now, so
go.
I just didn't go to the party. That's
I-
I didn't go to the party. However, again, to go back to the initial, the
Was it a
original,
good party.
I heard it was. I had never been to the place.
Damn.
No. It wasn't a great flat
Okay,
out,
one of
like,
those
there wasn't no titties
you
flying
remember
around.
forever.
How-
Yeah.
I'm not even having no out of towners that I don't want to show off.
But
Right.
but
In all honesty,
Yeah.
that wasn't the thing. It wasn't about that.
You can't
It was
stop
more so.
her. You can't shut a friend off just because you might not hit her.
if we smashing,
So I'm going. But again,
that was
I-
Smashing,
yeah,
but
that was in
when
the
you're
rules.
This is not
smashing, you may not necessarily be that level. You're a different type of level of friend.
I'm not smashing out of towners that I don't want to show off. Let me
Does
say
she
that.
Well, but
I'm not making the effort.
So
however,
that wouldn't
but
even
again,
apply
so
to the question.
but again, we're still talking about
Do female friends
not
tend to?
knowing at the time if the mesh would be correct. Now let's go
Because if
back.
she's known to get bucked, you need to not take her.
She's not coming if my sister's party's that weekend, so we won't have this problem.
She was
You got a
already
lot of
coming in.
rules, dude.
It is.
Hey,
But now
it's not a
also,
lot of rules. That's not a rule.
No, I rolled with that one.
That's
That's
just
my thing.
I rolled
so
with that
now
one.
You stupid.
I
we need
missed,
to
I missed
film
the
every
part.
time he say that shit.
I missed the part.
Okay.
Her birthday is in the same time frame.
Damn, you gotta take her.
She ain't no.
It's rules.
Well, she ain't coming.
No,
It's rules.
Nah.
She was already.
You an out of town
Nah.
thing, which means if
Nah.
I
No,
we wasn't-
not
nah.
so.
if we wasn't
I
planning
get
on,
what
if
you're
you
saying.
wasn't planning on being together when you traveled, when you get here is on you.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
Yeah,
It was already
fuck that.
understood. At the time, it was already understood that she was coming in town. We were going to be together.
Well, you better not. You better not double.
yeah,
You
yeah,
better not
that's
double
it.
book.
Yeah.
that's
No,
the discussion.
That's all I'm saying.
So now
She better find something to do that night. Then I mean,
You know
the
what
flip
I'm
side to that
You did
is-
right.
I know I did. The flip side to that is my sister, or what you all said, is possessive to the what you just said. No, that's my brother. He's mine. She'll never admit to it. Until, no, actually, she'll just say so.
Yeah. My sisters don't care.
At all.
They
So
disrespect me a lot.
instead, yeah. But this is my thing.
I don't care either.
I treat her as she's okay. I didn't make it to that party, but I celebrate you all the time. You call for whatever, I'm there. Whomever, I'm there.
Oh, she got mad at you.
Oh, she's
for not coming. Oh, she got.
Yeah.
She got.
I'm praying that she don't see this right now.
Did you give her a bag of edibles? See, that's the problem.
That's what you fucked up. You didn't give it back.
That's protocol.
I mean,
You gotta come bearing gifts.
Hey,
So you gotta send her something.
She
to let her know.
Hey, shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat. Avita says this only happens if some attraction between you and the boyfriend or there's some girlfriend energy. If it's just friendship, that's just energy you get.
Well, she should hear the other part when we define boyfriend energy. Because
wait. Let's see. Frank, what up? 62? 62 says some will love you, some will use you. Ain't nothing wrong with that as long as you know who's
that's
who.
big facts.
Facts.
Know your lane.
Hey, put that shit on a t-shirt, man.
That's real.
That's a lot of stuff to put on a t-shirt.
Hey, you say you coming through Friday, right?
You gotta want to read.
Get the basics.
Okay.
Some will love you, some will use you.
Hey, shout out to 62. He say he coming through Friday, right?
I don't know about this Friday. We never talked. We never read.
Well, he said that in the chat.
We never. Okay, well there you go.
He said that in the chat.
Well, there it is.
That's
Hey,
a contract.
I'm gonna screenshot that. Right.
Yeah.
That is a contract.
You on point. All right, you on point for it. Dog. Hey, you got gorillas behind that comment too.
Coming in strong,
Hey,
baby.
right, you better bring them. All right,
Coming in
I
strong.
gonna tell you what you better do.
Hey, Armand Lamar, that's my teacher right there. He taught me
That's what you
everything.
better do.
He taught me what I know about film. Armand Lamar, man, Red Road.
Shout out to y'all, man. We appreciate the chat, man. Love y'all. Thank you for tuning in.
But
Appreciate
yeah,
y'all.
man, what's another example of boyfriend energy?
Territorial.
Yep.
Territorial.
Yeah.
Being territorial.
On who's in? On yours or hers? Or on his
both.
or her? Okay.
For example, like you meet somebody new,
Right.
you know, all of a sudden you hit a growling and shit.
I'm sorry. Who? Oh, shit. Now
I'm gonna have her on soon.
Yeah. She
Gonna have
bust
her
my
on.
head.
I had one who liked to give
that
orders at my house to people
Yeah.
who she deemed who didn't come there enough.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, so if I'm not in the room or I make a run or whatever, she's like running the house and I come back and I'm like, yo.
Put that on a coaster.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Like,
Get
man.
your feet off there. Did you let the seat down?
Hell no, you did that. I mean, man, stop doing that, man. You punking everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
And now it feel awkward to me.
Yeah.
But then when they get in a relationship,
he's like, he don't.
but then when they get in a relationship,
Oh man, you don't
not.
see him no more.
Better not.
You don't see him no more.
Yeah.
You're gonna come wreak havoc over here and then leave.
Every weekend. So they
Why
get
can't I be
dick.
happy? I left you alone. You did not.
No,
You
they
did
did.
not.
They did.
hey, shout out to the chat. What is that?
Armand Lamar.
Armand Lamar. He says a man needs to be
And
territorial.
they make you fix on their car. I hate that shit.
He says a man needs to be territorial because it's in our innate duty to protect.
You gonna
Got you
call
on
me
that.
when he go upside your head?
Got you with that. I'm
Yeah.
with that.
And I'm running and gunning. So,
Yeah, we
you know.
be trying to fight it. You know, I ain't even gonna lie, man.
Oh,
I
there's another
like doing stuff for my sisters.
There's another way. Protection.
Yeah.
Protection. So sometimes female friends take advantage of the fact that they have male friends, close male friends.
They don't never let
So
you beat them up.
sometimes, well, of course, they ain't gonna let you
It
do
almost be the subconscious stuff.
They'll behave in certain ways that may put their male friends in jeopardy.
Oh no, I'm not the one who's in jeopardy. I'm usually the one beating.
That's jeopardy.
You can't.
Oh, that's what that is.
You can't call me afterwards.
Jeopardy is like
I mean, you can
losing.
call me.
Jeopardy.
You can call me afterwards, but I'm not finna come do nothing.
It's an opportunity.
I'm gonna come and make sure you all right.
Yeah.
I'm not finna go do nothing to nobody. I learned that from my sister.
Yeah.
There are women who drink. There are women who do other things. There are women who ain't got to drink. They're just emotionally unstable, mentally unstable, and they will put themselves in situations where
and they'll go back
where the justification is honestly them getting what they're asking for. But what they'll do is pull the feminine card and then pull the sister card or the friendship card and then run behind the men that are there to sworn by duty.
If the action ain't happening when I'm right there, then all I'm doing is dragging you out of there.
Yeah, they've been.
That's all I'm doing.
My female friends.
If it's happening while I'm right there, I'm your friend. Such is the life of a friend. Whether you right or wrong, we got to scrap now.
Right.
Well,
But if the action is done and I saw you in the aftermath, like, we finna go. Because I don't know what happened. I don't know who started it. I don't want to get stabbed because you started it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get shot.
So if it's not happening,
About 2023.
if it's not happening in real time, we're leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I can stop it from starting, we're leaving.
if
smart.
I got to travel to you, did you call the police?
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing with my woman or my daughter or whatever, or my loved one, with any of my loved ones. If it ain't came to blows yet, we're leaving. We don't need to prove this point.
Yep, I agree with that.
If a female, most of my female friends, they'll vent to me, but they don't really necessarily call me to help. You know,
Right.
I've never had.
I try not to give advice unless a question was asked.
Shout out to Spirit. What's going on, boy?
That's the best way to go.
What's going on with you, man? I think another way that they kind of abuse that
they want you to
flirting
fix on
with
that car.
is also sometimes flirting with sexual energy. Here's what I mean.
I don't think I've had one of those.
Here's what I mean.
You had?
Yeah.
Oh,
here's what I mean. Yeah,
cool.
Here's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's a yeah.
They touching your man and everything.
Yeah. No, they ain't necessarily touching.
No, he said testing.
My friend
testing, right?
touching your man.
No.
They like violating you in public.
No.
It's just kind of a closer intimacy than you would. Than you would. That's what's happened to me.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you play sports?
Yeah.
You play sports?
Yeah.
You play sports. Okay. So we'd have been in a locker room situation.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes your female friends will try to put you in a locker room situation.
I've had female friends that have dressed in front of me. Yeah. Walk past me in the locker room situation.
But we just friends, so
we're just friends.
It's okay.
So
I will work your back out. We're not just friends. Don't play.
But that was when I was young. It wasn't my older friends, but I've had young friends who do that.
Older friends have understood.
Let's not get naked in front. Unless you're on fire, don't take your clothes off in front of me.
I appreciate that shit.
Unless you're on fire, do not take your clothes off.
I can't get
Titties
mad.
is titties, you know.
I mean, you've been So
I didn't
I want
touch,
to see him.
so you know it was okay.
I think that's definitely a great example of when women want that boyfriend energy. Well, friends, when female friends may want that boyfriend energy, and they feel like it's safe to play with it.
Hell no, they want
You know what I'm
to
saying? Like, oh, you ain't gonna never do
See, when
that.
they get grown,
So
they
it's
know.
okay.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, me and this person go way back, or
I
me and this
think that's
person
in the
work
20s,
here, or me and this
man.
person do this. So it'll never happen, but they just like
Can't
playing
do
with the
this to
energy.
me right now.
I've had female friends that didn't want to go Dutch. Like they thought it was my job to pay for them to be because they're the woman.
That's another thing.
You're not my woman.
That's another thing.
My top is not being blown by you.
Yeah, no. But you know what though?
That don't mean I won't pay every now and then because I pay for my male friends too every day.
I've been fortunate enough.
But like take you out on a date.
I get a little flip here.
I ain't saying there's. I ain't gonna act like I've never extended that energy.
Yeah.
Like when I'm single, to like a female friend when I'm not really trying to.
If it's a friend,
date, but even with that, I'm still trying to have a vibe where we're not out acting unfamiliar.
Yeah, because I take them out on like their birthday and like if Mother's Day, shit like that.
Shit,
and you're still handling
Wednesday, and I'm hungry.
And you're still
call you. Let's go to Hooters.
And you're still handling her with a sense of delicacy.
Yeah, you still gonna open the door.
Like if you and her y'all go to a party, you're protecting her the whole time.
Right.
Even when she's talking to another guy, you got the watch on. Like,
right.
All right, make sure this nigga. Make sure this nigga. Make sure they're up and up type.
Exactly.
We usually check back in like from time to time.
Right.
It's not I'm watching.
But you still gotta protect, right? Because a lot of these things are the male female relationship dynamic. It's just simply what it is.
Yeah.
We came together, we lead together, all that.
I embrace my sister different than I embrace my brother.
Right.
It's just a male female. I don't go to what up, dog? My sister.
Right.
No.
That's not. We might playfully give a little dap.
Right.
But it's always a
most of the women in my family, I gotta give a hug, and they probably give me a kiss on the cheek.
There you go.
Yeah.
I kiss my aunties on the cheek when I see them. I'm not kissing my uncle.
Right now.
It's not likely.
This is also how we train women.
Indeed.
So we train them directly through one-on-one contact or however many through relationship, but then we also train them through the not even side relationships, but through these other levels of relationship. For example, brother and sister. If you're an older brother, you're probably taking care of your sister. If you're a younger brother, you're probably looking out for your big sister in some shape or form.
Mm-hmm.
That's just nature. If you are part of an organization, Masons, fraternities, you're probably going to take care of your sisters.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. If you're in a church, chances are the men
you're going to take care of the sisters.
Right. If you're in the hood, chances are niggas going to look out for the women sometimes in some hoods.
the thing is that there's a different classification of man out there. We got to remember that. So there's always going to be those guys who view a woman by themselves as a target or a object to vent my frustration.
Right.
Then you got the guys who think like everybody on this panel thinks.
Mm-hmm.
But there are guys out here who had bad mothers and had bad aunts and bad experiences. So we can't, they kind of are a product of their environment. So they're gonna mistreat women. It's just the way it is until the cycle is completely broken, which is real deep.
Mm-hmm.
So man, so for us to sit here and say this is a natural thing, it's a natural thing in our world.
Yeah.
But there's some dude, I got some friends, man.
I mean, it's a natural thing for you to protect yours. I don't know if it's natural to protect every single female you see walk by, every woman you see walk by. Not for me.
Some of the people I know, they don't protect theirs. They're there to tear down women.
I mean, well, those are those guys, but
so it's kind of
I gotta address. Hey, Rita. Hi, Rita. Yes, I said train. I absolutely said train. Yes, I said train. Men train women. Over time, we have trained women.
Women train us.
That's exactly. Thank you.
I learned to love from a young lady when I was in the Army. She taught me how to be a boyfriend.
Thank you. Yes,
absolutely. I wasn't buying none shit. I was
train as in dogs, train as in tigers, train as in lions, train as in monkeys, train as in fish,
everybody trains
train as in dolphins, train as in whatever animal you could think of. Yes.
A female lion learns to hunt by watching their mother, and
the male lions learn how to hunt from their mothers.
Yeah. So it's bottom line. Somebody's gonna train you. Be trained in
absolutely.
Your life. Like every day of your life, you should be trying to steal information. If you ain't stealing, you ain't learning nothing.
Thank you, Sister V.
Getting something from somebody.
Thank you, Sister V. Thank you. Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Yes, we are going to train each other. That is exactly what happens.
Yeah.
So over time,
know how you want to be treated unless you train them.
Ladies, stop weaponizing words.
So part of it is, so that's another thing too.
Stop weaponizing words. You didn't like that he said trained, and you jumped on that. You missed everything else he said. Stop weaponizing words.
It's okay. She came back, gave me a little. Yeah,
good for you.
You're right, Peter. You're right, Peter.
You're amazing.
Yeah, you're right, Peter. Shout out to Road Designs in the building, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Let me hit up one of these questions. What up, Leela? Leela says, my male friends love me. Of course they do.
Of course.
Let me pull up her picture.
Why not?
Oh, God.
I'm sure
toxic masculinity.
If they have a woman or not, I don't disrespect or cross boundaries. I will randomly buy things for their crib, or if I see something while I'm at the store, and think my boy would like that. I get it.
It fits.
I don't.
What you got?
No, in some relationships you just overstepped.
Hold on. She says, hold on. She says, I don't expect them to buy me everything, but be down and real for your girl. Okay. I fucks with that.
If I got a girlfriend and you buying stuff in my house, you probably overstepped.
Yeah, you probably.
It depends on the insecurity of the other.
I don't think that has anything to do with insecurity. I think that's just I think it's just overstepping boundaries.
No, this is my friend.
I also think,
and depending on what I can, like I said, I can call out some names, which I won't, but I can call out some names. The females that I consider close enough at this point, your family. If I can call you when I can't call nobody else because I want to go eat or I just want to hang out, or you can call me and say, hey, what you doing? Let's roll. Let's do this, that, or whatever. No, if you say, I thought this would be a good addition to whatever patterns you had going on or whatever, bring that. If she got something to say about it, then she think that there's a possibility that we could fuck. Mm-hmm. Then that's her insecurity.
Well, I'll speak. I guess I'll speak for myself here. And if you're my friend, make sure you cultivated that kind of relationship with my girl.
Mm-hmm. But see, at that point, that's between you and your girl.
Well, no. If you're going to randomly buy something from my house, just let's cultivate the relationship with my girl first.
So let's talk about
that way we don't got to worry about none of this.
I agree with you.
However, is this friend you talking about somebody that you knew before your girl?
So hold on, stay there.
Yeah, sure.
Stay there.
But it's my girl now. She now has to. If it's my woman, right? It's my girlfriend. When she becomes my girlfriend, she is now my business. I am now her business. She is the priority in my social circle. It's my kids and my girlfriend, and then if we get married or going towards that way, they're collective priority. My kids and my wife.
So let me insert this.
You cannot buy stuff for my house if you do not live in my house. And my female friends would only buy me stuff when I was single.
Right. When I'm single, buy away.
As soon as I get somebody, they cut me off.
I got you. So let me insert this. Another thing that women do, female friends, how they kind of blur the line is when you get a girlfriend, they befriend her. And sometimes that can cause complication.
Oh, say that again.
When you get a girlfriend, they befriend her.
I don't allow that.
As a way
I let them realize you're on my team.
As a way of not necessarily, and it's almost subconsciously, but it's like, let me get close to this person to see what they're about. But sometimes what it ends up happening is they end up smudging their girlfriend energy around. And so now they're sending the wrong signals because they're kind of stepping into territory and into areas that are triggering alerts from the girlfriend on the girlfriend side.
Flashback.
Yeah.
Well,
that's just
not a girlfriend think y'all fucked.
Well, that's just something.
Or it could be that it's injecting unnecessary insecurities.
I have no comment.
And that's something. That's something you just gotta allow to manifest to see if that's what it is. That's the nature of having friends.
But that's the point.
That's valid.
But that's the point of the question. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's
what was the question?
Some of that boyfriend energy
but
that
who is
women
that on? Who are the insecurities on? If you have the insecurities at that point, or she, the now girlfriend, has those insecurities. If you're not comfortable with me, you don't.
I mean, some stuff is insecurities and some stuff is overstepping. I guess that's as per relation. I guess that's as per relationship.
Well, that's that overstepping.
So some stuff is insecurity. If I went and felt on a girl's butt, right, and my girl mad, it's not because she's insecure. It's because I totally disrespected her.
Totally disrespected.
Now I won't call buying something for the house necessarily disrespect.
I wouldn't either.
It's not
but overstepping.
But it is
a conversation now got to be had in my world. A conversation. If you do it ever, the first time you do it and you haven't cultivated that relationship with my woman.
But then she did it for Christmas.
That's what would you expect gifts on Christmas? So sure.
So
but you don't give me. But you don't give me randoms on. Right. But you don't give me randoms on Tuesday. I'm sorry, just because it's Tuesday when I got a girlfriend.
I'm sorry.
They give you 10 yards for offside.
That doesn't bother me.
They give you 5 yards. This is a 5 yard.
It's like you said. It's definitely a per person situation. Me.
That won't bother me. That's not gonna bother me.
Bring that shit.
It don't bother me, but I understand that it bothers women. So why didn't play the game?
Don't do. I would.
And if my girlfriend got a problem with it, like
if it happened, and my.
Is that our pattern?
Hold on. If she did it, and my girlfriend had a problem with it, I would shut it down.
Absolutely.
And if she didn't have a problem with it, I would still shut it down because I don't want it to be a problem.
Okay, I'll roll with that.
Like, look, this is why I don't have a pattern. I don't have before, except for when I was sick.
That was left brain and right
except
brain.
when I was sick and I was in recovery. When I was in recovery was the first time in about 5 years I let female friends in my space. So I don't usually even have these boundaries to have to clear up. Because I don't have that shit to begin. I've learned enough lessons.
That makes sense.
I fucked up enough.
I have female friends.
In my 20s, if I had a female friend, we smashed eventually.
Okay. Well,
so this is why female friends. So this is why I personally start setting those boundaries.
So how do you get your chicken if you don't have no female friends? Because I get
I had.
Well, I got female friends, but I order it from Instacart.
I had COVID in 2020.
But I'm the keeper. I always keep somebody around. I either have a girlfriend or I got a little you dig that's gonna fulfill that. That's gonna fulfill that slot.
A lot of rules.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Virtuous Eatery. What's going on with y'all, man?
Peter, you are not friends with everyone.
We appreciate y'all.
I'll shoot your friends.
Appreciate the New York people coming in and supporting. We appreciate y'all, man. Oh,
peace to the God.
Hey, Lila Bunny said, "Daddy trained me." Damn right. You goddamn right, Daddy trained me.
All right.
Wait, I gotta lean into that one. You goddamn right, Daddy trained me.
Daddy trained me. No doubt. But yeah, man, it's you know, man. Look, I'm not that good at sorting so many things out. So I like having less parts.
Kiss.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I like having less parts, so I ain't got to worry about certain shit because I'll mess it up. Like I can't. I've never been able to do it in my personal life. Only at work. Like in the Navy, I can multitask my ass off.
I can't.
But like, or at work.
That's
But like
just
in my
too much
personal life, it always gets messy, so I don't bother.
Hey, y'all hit up the link. Hey, post the link in the chat, man. Y'all get on this link, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit us up on the StreamYard. Y'all get on here and talk y'all shit, man. Because I'm trying to catch up in
2 minutes though.
I'm 4 minutes behind the chat, so I'm trying to catch up, y'all. So forgive me because y'all are getting in. Y'all getting it in. Keep it coming, baby. Appreciate y'all.
I respect them too.
Sister V say, speak Monix. Lila, she on fire tonight. Okay. She says, if you got a girlfriend and I want to buy you something, I call it, I'll call, like, is it cool?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
That's
peace. Your girlfriend got an insecurity.
That's fair.
About them. I
like
you.
that. I like
that's fair.
Okay.
I feel like if your ass is insecure,
you got your grown woman
you
ways tonight.
Now, I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna front. Some things when I'm courting a woman, and if I haven't done what I usually do, which is move really fast.
Yeah.
Right. So if I happen to be in a space where I took some time, right? There's some stuff that if my friends usually do it, there's some stuff I'm not stopping unless you want to be proactive and take it over.
Yeah.
You know.
Let me catch up with y'all, man. Y'all been jumping off. Shout out to the chat again.
You just call these people jump offs.
Sister, I did call them jump offs. Y'all jumping off with us though. So it's all good.
Not jumping off with me, Vita, not me.
Yeah, he's part of, you see him, he's on camera. He's jumping off too. Hey, shout out to Sister V. She says, cuz I'll be giving her that gift back, like we have plenty of this or that. Yeah, take that shit back. We don't need that. Keep your shit. Take your little.
And they say thank you all. Thank you.
Take your little bullshit. We don't need your shit. We don't need your shit, bitch. I know.
And then you call her girlfriend from the car. You should have seen the way I gave it back to that bitch.
Hey, Armand Lamar says, if a dude brought your wife a vanity, what would you say?
I mean, if it's a gay best friend, whatever. Do you?
Hey,
it gotta be a gay best friend.
It gotta be a gay best friend. It gotta be a gay best friend.
Walk in, look like you didn't get.
If you're not gay,
hey, I'm just.
He better just buy her a mirror.
No, not even that, because the mirror gonna have a reflection. What you need is
nigga walk in your house with a mirror for your wife.
What you need a mirror for? I know how you look.
Right. No.
Smelling good as hell. You don't gotta smell good like that.
Hey, all men stink to me.
Hey, shout out to Sister V. She says, if he introduced me, or if he introduced me as his friend, or she introduced me.
If she's introduced to me as his friend.
She's introduced me as his friend. She's not getting close to me because I'm finna study, sis. Shit. You man, hey. Again, I don't need that. I don't need that energy. No, fuck that.
If my friend is trying to do the right thing and befriend you, man, like don't be like that.
Let me be honest with you,
or at least hopefully you can do it.
Let me be honest.
Subtly.
There's a blindness that comes with being in a relationship because you forfeit some of that in order to let the person just fucking be. And so you ain't gonna see certain shit, you know what I'm saying, that you are supposed to see.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So whether it's coming from the friend side where she's befriending your girl and your girl is like, well, I don't really fuck with that. Like, let's take the Sister V point of view. You know, I'm gonna study this shit because I don't know why she's trying to friend me. She don't know me. I fuck with him. I don't know what this is about. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you take that precaution? Because you'll end up being triangulated if this friend is on some bullshit, which is, I've been friends with him for umpteen years and I know this and I know that, so I got his ear. So if I don't like you, bitch, I can insert things, I can drop things. You know what I'm saying? I can do certain things to make it uncomfortable for you. And even if it ain't directly or something that's going to blow up in your face, over time, it will wear and tear.
And that's when you become octagonulated.
But as the man, octagonulated, you ain't going to see what the fuck going on.
My friend can also tell me that you ain't shit.
Octagonulated.
Shot bug.
My friend might also tell me that you ain't shit. And I'm, like you say, blinded because I'm green to certain things. I might be, I ain't, I'm a good guy, I'm calm. I used to have a Bible app. So there's certain things that I might be naive.
Deleted it.
It was the wrong version. So I might be naive to certain things, and my friend, who has been friend for quite some time, might say, "Hey, you might want to watch this." You know what I'm saying? And either that or the bit, because my friend, that bitch ain't shit.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, because I did this. Oh,
and I know women.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a woman, so take it from me. Bitches will do this.
Now,
They
it's
will
like, oh wow, okay.
They will do that.
I've said this before.
I'm telling you how women are, because I'm a woman.
I pick bad, so I pick bad a time or two,
I pick bad.
Just what they said came out in the end, and then it's like, and I've never gotten the full flat out, but I told you, but it really be on my back like.
I had to stop letting them leave with their
Your
coochie,
stupid
man.
ass already heard that before. Oh,
they leave with their coochie, man, and you miss a lot of stuff coming in the door, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely a slippery slope when you're dealing with female friends.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I
it's definitely a
didn't
slippery slope.
I just, I breathed it in.
Any other examples of women abusing that friendship with men?
Millions, but we don't need to beat them all. Let's let them think. We need to go to a
yeah.
music break.
Let's get a little break in, man. Hey, shout
get
out
to this
the
next
chat,
topic,
man. We appreciate all the comments. We appreciate the intellect and the feedback, man. So y'all make sure y'all hit us up. Hey, did we post the link in the chat?
We did. Hey,
if you guys want to get on,
Twinkies.
You guys want to jump on StreamYard? Check out the link. It's in the chat. Okay.
If you need me to send it to you, I'll send it to you.
Yeah. So check it out. Hit the link, man, and jump in the StreamYard. Holla at us, man.
Quick music break. We got Johnny Dimitri.
Hey, get at us.
Quick music break. We got Johnny Dimitri with a dance flow, man. Shop Talk 7.
Yes, sir. Shop Talk 7. Let's go, baby.
Dance floor, he was holding me when that drink got a hold of me. That drink took control of me, and daddy got some gold for me. That made a bout fall for me, taking shots like it's a score to keep. And the more I started to feel the drink, the more I thought that he was feeling me. Hey, what a day, what a day. It's the first day, I ain't gotta work late. Wait, on the way. I'm going out tonight for my girl's birthday. Late, but when I made it to the place, I bumped into this guy and he was all in my face. Heard him say it's Friday and I just got paid. Shorty, swing my way. And when I tried to walk away, he grabbed me by my hand and started begging me to stay. He came up on me like, believe me, baby, I ain't trying to treat you sleazy, baby, but you just make it look so easy, baby, and I just want the chance to please you, baby. Come on, just meet me on the dance floor. He was holding me when that drink got a hold of me. That drink took control of me, and daddy got some gold for me. That made a bout fall for me, taking shots like it's a score to keep. And the more I started to feel the drink, the more I thought that he was feeling me. Hey, what you say? After I took a shot, I started to feel some type of way. I took that second shot and then I went into a daze. I was grooving to the music that the DJ chose to play. Late, first Nelly told me I'm delayed, and then I got the urge to move my body like a sway. He liked the way my body swayed. That's why I moved in close and wrapped his arms around my waist. I wind my body, I grind my body, drank lime Bacardi. Now it's time to party. I backed up on him like, believe me, baby, I ain't trying to come off sleazy, baby. But you just making this too easy, baby. You got me feeling like I need you, baby. Come on, just meet me on the dance floor. He was holding me when that drink got a hold of me. That drink took control of me, and daddy got some gold for me. That made a bout fall for me, taking shots like it's a score to keep. And the more I started to feel the drink, the more I thought that he was feeling me. was feeling me.
Biggest fucking zone, man. Sir, like baby TLG crazy, nigga. Ay, I can't burn no bottom when you get it all on you and it up starving. Either you was the victim or you was the nigga who willing to do all the robbing. I ain't with them killers who point to pull triggers if they guess I ever had problems. Fuck a trip to the doctor, they gon' meet the father. This hell even like a A. I can't burn no bottom when you get it all on you and it up starving. Was the victim or you was the nigga who willing to do all the robbing. I ain't with them killers who quick to pull triggers if it gets tired of had problems. Fuck a trip to the doctor, they gon' meet the father. This tell even well like a faucet. Swear to God, I'm honest. If you owe me a check, I expect a deposit. If I feel like you fraud, we'll double that bread and put it on your head like a bonnet. Don't care about my money, a simple transaction, the quality turn into a mommy. Make sure mine is a sign, I'll put that on my mama, deliver more fire than comments. Shout out to the people who stay by my side through it all when I didn't have anything. Shout out to them niggas that claim they my niggas, but really they secretly envy me. Shout out to those that I pass my bros when I'm done and act like I ain't see a thing. If I catch an enemy, watch how this enemy be turn his little ass to a memory. Where I come from, you gotta have bread, so let it be dead if someone. It don't matter what you got, they gon' always have hands out, niggas gon' always want some. I'm just tryna get guap, but I want some. They don't make it to the top where I come from. Same time, my niggas be all over the same. Got shit in this gate town, we don't stop where I come from. All these fuck niggas know where I'm coming. I came up from under, I got old dumb. These niggas be worried about bitches, I'm focused on riches, and now I'ma touch me some money. That's the difference, I'm different, I'm really that nigga, could pull any bitch if I want. Take a bitch, I put dick in a stomach. Gotta suck on my shit, cause she brought me. Let me get that shit, man. Hey, man.
One of my verses, you kill it and go with it. Why not? I'm the GOAT. What do you mean?
Take a bitch, I put dick in a stomach. Gotta suck on my shit, cause she brought me. Let me get that shit, man.
Hold that back. It's not okay. I gotta do it. It's the law. Hustle is sick with it, yeah. Giving you shit and I spit it with care. What you mean, what? Don't give a fuck what you say. Stick my dick in there and I fuck it up. All right. You messed me up. Y'all haters, man. Y'all haters. Y'all haters. I'm the coldest rapper in Chicago, and y'all just haters. Shoptalk 7 in the building. We up top. We get down the show. Stone Media Monics.
Shout out, man. I'm your boy. Get this D, man. D Smith in the house, man. On
Yeah.
Tuesday night. We got
fucking haters.
Director Elliot Porter in the building, man. We got Chill told me to post this in the building, man. We got Nikki from Nikki Sleek Design. You know what I'm saying? Graphics and design services in the building, man. So, man, shout out to the team. Man, dude, we having a great time. We're having a great conversation. Shout out to the chat. You guys are very active. We told y'all we got the StreamYard link in the chat. If you want to jump on the StreamYard, show your face, talk to us. Talk to us, beautiful people.
So next topic up.
Next topic up.
How does it look to respect your co-parent? Let me explain this.
Ooh, let's go for that.
I got this from a post that I shared earlier when the guy was like, you should not have to respect your child's mother.
Who said that?
To get to be able to be with your child.
Whoa.
I don't necessarily think he meant.
Whoa.
After thinking about it, I don't necessarily think he meant you should go all out disrespecting your child's mother.
But he said you shouldn't respect.
But his phraseology was you shouldn't have to respect your child's mother to get custody of your child to be with your child.
I agree with that, but the insinuation is if there's no respect, then there's no respect. You know, so it's like, how can we even communicate if there's no respect? You're just gonna drop off like.
Let's say he mentioned. Say he mentioned you ain't gotta kiss our ass.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're just gonna hand off here. You know, like you know what I'm saying? Like that's
Dude.
I don't know. He'd have to clarify that a little bit.
I would hope that he meant you don't have to kiss her ass.
Yeah,
I hope he meant you don't have to like her.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I hope he meant that.
Yeah. Because it's not about that. However, depending on the situation, that might be what she's looking for.
If your child is in the primary custody of the mother, that means you're mostly going to get the child from the mother, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not mostly the other way around. So you do have to keep it cordial.
Yes.
It's best if you do.
It's best.
It's best if you keep it cordial. If I had custody and all my child mother always just brought me smoke, I'll tell you what, we can't exchange the child hand to hand between me and her.
Yeah.
There's got to be an intermediary.
Hey, shout out to the chat. Teresa says boyfriend energy. Oh, that's from the last letter.
That's from the last topic.
Question.
But
VE chimed in. Why don't you hit the StreamYard? Hey,
But,
jump on the StreamYard.
but yeah, so
It's really, really, really hard.
Come on, L.
Man, the
Say
relationship,
it, L.
dude.
Just,
The relationship,
L, just speak your heart, brother.
bro. You see the way my whole energy changed
Speak
when
your
you're
heart,
talking
brother.
about this.
I
situation.
know. I already know.
Look, everybody that been through it.
Just don't cry.
You got, man.
no, cry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, cry.
They don't realize that you are doing damage to the kids because they feel that bad energy when you come around each other. You got to be actors, man. You got to be fucking actors. You don't. I get it. There was a point in time, even if it was a one night stand or a club thing, where we was enjoying each other.
Yeah.
And so there has to be. You have to act like that moment when you're around the kids, man. And we let our personal feelings about the individuals seep into our feelings, our communications to the child. And I'm going to tell you, I hate this, and women do it all the time. They won't verbally say anything bad about the father, but their body language says, I hate this bastard.
Yeah.
And the child picks up on it. And even if they had an amazing time with the father that weekend, they have to bottle that pain, that fun up. They can't share it with the person they love the most, their mama.
Damn, L.
Because they gotta hide how much fun they had with their dad. Or if the shoe is on the other foot, they have to hide how much fun they had with their mama. Because the other parent is mad at that person.
Yeah.
We gotta be actors. Better actors.
Hey, man, look, L. Come on, boy.
For these kids, man.
Yes, sir.
You ain't gotta like me to work with me. You go to work every day and get a check from somebody
you don't like. And
you don't like.
You know don't like you.
You active.
And you're willing to act for that money, but you won't act for your child. You're selfish.
Hey, preach.
Selfish as hell.
L got the chat. L got the chat on fire. Hey, appreciate that, man. Hey, let me hit a couple of these comments real quick. Sister V says, well, VE says, preach. Yes, sir, preach. Let me read this other comment. VE says, some of these women don't respect the child enough to try and have a civil relationship with the other parent.
It's both.
Yeah, they too into their feelings about the other person. That's what you was just saying.
Well, it goes both ways because there's some soft ass dudes out here who do that.
Saying.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
Yeah.
It's not specific to one. And then some kids in a bad situation where they got two parents who petty.
And now they have to choose between the two. They're literally swatching. They're swapping. They're turning on and off depending on which parent they're with.
If you got a fucked up man or a fucked up girlfriend, they probably had two petty parents. Ask them about their parents. And I guarantee you they was dealing with drama all growing up or grew up in a fucked up project.
Bro Brian said, keep that same energy you had when making the child. No, well, that's kind of tricky.
That's not.
I ain't keeping that energy because I won't have a girlfriend. I swear.
No,
the energy I had making the child was very sexual.
Still different.
So I don't think we want to keep that energy.
We've been different. Just we been.
There was a connection. There was a connection that led y'all to get to have sex.
Exactly. That's you don't want that energy.
Yeah.
But even
you know what I mean.
Not the energy of sexual tension, but the energy to say that at minimum we can communicate.
Yes.
There was communication, even if it was nonverbal, was more than likely it was. There was communication and an understanding that, hey, I have this, you have this. I want to put this in that. There was an
There
understanding.
was a communication.
There was communication.
You could communicate.
You can communicate.
I have a Lego. You have a Lego.
It's understood that you all can communicate. At that point, keep that same energy when it comes down to this child. Because at the end of the day, what we rarely think about, because we're not, except me, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Educators, I deal with children on a daily, and I watch, and unfortunately, a lot of these boys in this generation of teenager are emotional, but they don't even know how to express it. But a lot of these children as a whole, outside of the alphabet kids, ADD, LD, BD, BHD, LBCD, ABCD, EFG, a lot of these children thrive for attention.
Yes.
Don't care if it's positive or negative. I need attention. So I'm going to, hey, I'm trying to teach, and you are. Why are you doing it? Why are you singling me out?
Yeah.
And the reason why that is because the guys have been taught by their mothers. Their mother has passed that energy down to them.
Oh,
Bro, I'm one of them. How you gonna tell me why I?
How old are you?
I'm 52 now.
So damn.
When I joined,
I got that from Kevin Hart. No. And not,
Wait a minute.
What I'm saying is, you're talking from
What time?
4 to 10 difference in generations.
But it's still passed down. That pain from whatever they went through, they're passing that down to the kids.
Yeah.
I passed my anger to my father that my mother had. My mother's body language was messed up. She never said nothing verbally wrong, but she passed down that disdain for him to me.
Body language.
And like any little thing he didn't do for me, I took it as you ain't loving me. You don't care about me. Blah blah blah. So I'm taking this energy and pushing it down. So those boys are, and then not to mention, when I was in the Army, when I first got in the Army, I went straight out of high school. I had been in the house with a mother the whole time. I had to get the last word with these sergeants.
Ooh. Oh, so you had a good time.
Man, I did so many goddamn push-ups.
You had
so many push-ups because I was bringing feminine energy even though I was a man.
Yeah.
And me being in the Army was the best thing because I got to be around just dudes.
I think, but
I got to learn how they move.
I think his disagreement was just based on the idea that it's not that the dynamic doesn't exist. I think it was based on the idea that that's a tricky thing to generalize.
Yeah.
Because there are some young men who was raised by their mothers that are doing just fine.
That's right.
Yeah.
Concerning their masculinity, likely because their mother put them in front of men at some point. Whether it was the karate instructor, the football coach, the basketball coach, Boy Scouts.
My attorney.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, hey, shout out to the chat, man. LSO Treats in the building, man. The LSO Treats show, Monday nights, man, 7 o'clock to 9 p.m. Eastern time.
What am I talking about?
Yeah.
Rudy
Shout out to New York people, man.
What y'all said?
Shout out to our New York family, man. We appreciate
don't tell what y'all said.
Appreciate y'all chiming in. LSO says that's a very toxic and pouring of that negative energy into a child. That's absolutely true. Vita says, I've never put my issues with my ex onto my son. I told him to respect him, even if he didn't deserve it. I never talked about him to the child. You know, children will see things for themselves later. That's 1,000% right. That is 1,000% right. And like he was saying, where your mother, you were picking up on your mother's body language. It wasn't even the shit that she was. It wasn't that she even said anything. It wasn't the words.
Now, what would be said was little things like, "Oh, so you went over your father's house. You enjoy yourself.
You had a good time, huh?"
So the way it was saying, I'd be like, I'm downplaying what it was.
So minimum words was still energy. That's energy.
Wow.
Because what it is, what tone of voice.
So
that's energy.
It ain't even.
Damn.
So,
you up.
when we're talking about respect for a co-parent, right? There's a lot of people who will say, "I don't say nothing bad about the baby, about him or her."
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying. I don't say nothing bad about the mama. You know, I don't talk bad about her nothing.
Yeah, you do.
Hey. Even when you're not, you are.
Through your body language.
Even when you're not, you are. Yeah.
You speak it loud.
Yeah.
So even though you're not verbally expressing this, the fact that your body language is changing and your child is noticing that, hey, when I come from daddy or mommy's house, daddy or mommy got some kind of attitude.
Yeah.
They be cool, but I noticed that, at first when I get back with them, they be a little fidgety.
A lot of times,
it'll wear off.
A lot of
later
times,
on,
statements
but-
be questions.
You know what I'm saying?
So
I've
you
seen
was
a
let
pattern.
some woman out.
Yeah. Who was y'all with?
Yeah. She light skinned with the big
Yeah.
plants.
And sometimes people say
Art.
some,
Big art.
and then sometimes people think because it's true, it's not bad.
Right.
Just because it's true, don't make it right for you to say.
Right.
Facts.
What you mean? It's the truth? No, that don't mean you should say
That
it.
don't give you the right to say it because you end up injecting a certain
I'm just
energy
telling him
to
the
shit.
truth about his daddy. No, you don't know. You don't know. Let daddy be Superman.
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to give you guys a bit of my.
We let mama be Superwoman.
Give her all
Oh,
the
without a
mama
doubt.
be
give her all
All the
these
time.
give her all the excuses in the world, don't we?
Mother's
let
Day
mama be
is
Superwoman.
Mother's Day is
crazy,
cracking.
man.
Father's
It's
Day be
crazy.
hollow.
No, men let mothers be Superwoman.
Yeah.
All the time.
Men let mothers be
because-
Superwoman.
I'm gonna tell you what I was told. You have to, because when you don't, if you say to the child, if you talk negative to the child about the mother, give it, whether it be, they still kind of connected with the umbilical.
Yeah.
You talk negative about the mother, the child will eventually hate you.
Yes.
I will say this
You
though.
reverse engineering that resentment,
Yes.
which is
Because at
weird.
some point, mainly if the mother's custodial.
Yes.
Yes.
She take care of me every day.
Yes.
Yes.
Even though she cuss, I freak.
They don't, and they don't see all the stuff that they don't see
I saw a
it. But
woman, custodial parent. I saw a woman beat the shit out of a kid. Kid cried. Who did the child run to?
Mama. 9 times out of 10, gonna run to mama.
Blew my mind. And even better, I'm like, I couldn't believe. Hey, come here. I was gonna pick up not mine though.
Mm-hmm.
Come here. Oh, Shorty was like, embracement. Pure. Mama.
so I'm gonna give y'all a bit.
With your stupid little ass, nappy head.
Hey, shout out to
you look like your grandmama.
Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat, man. VE Virtuous Eatery says kids realize more than we give them credit for.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I swear to God, when I was younger,
Yeah.
I remember people trying to put me in a kid box, and I hated it.
That was a good segue
I
because
hated it. I fucking hated it when I felt like people were undermining my intelligence. When I'm looking around the world and I'm piecing shit together, and I'm realizing that this nigga only come around on certain times. He a fuck nigga. I know that as a 5-year-old. I know that as a 6-year-old. I know that as a 7-year-old. But I can't voice it. Or I notice patterns of certain shit. Like I notice that shit gets broken and I wake up with, certain things.
so I'll give y'all.
I knew when that uncle or auntie came around, I was gonna get a sip of some old style.
Hey.
Throw this can away. Bing.
So again,
What you about to
kids
say?
realize more than we know. So when it comes to parents respecting each other and thinking that they're hiding shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, because I don't say this, it's
the energy's
okay.
still there.
The energy's still there. Or because I don't do this, I'm not stopping him from seeing his kid, or I'm not stopping her from seeing her son.
Indirectly, you are.
Right. And indirectly you are, because
Yeah.
you're creating a dynamic. You're controlling a dynamic. in
A
some
resentment.
cases. A resentment. Or you're depositing.
The energy is
Energy.
controlling the
Yes.
resentment.
So I have a messed up story that could help somebody out there because I'm pretty sure that no one thinks about this. Me and my son's mother are really cool. We ain't cool like we talking every day, but we cool.
Mm-hmm.
So on holidays, I go by there. My daughter's old enough now where she hangs with me on those holidays.
Mhm.
So I've taken her over my son's mother's house.
Yeah.
And she sees me and her cracking jokes, kicking it, drinking together, eating together, laughing, bringing up old shit, how we used to do it and whatever the hell. We having a nice time. And me and her mama, I've only been in her house once.
Mm-hmm.
She don't want to see me, talk to me, and she treats me a real messed up way. And my daughter sees, well, hey, he's cool with this one.
So what is it about you?
What is it about you?
Yeah.
So right now they're having problems. And they don't realize that you mistreating us, there's a negative, that negative goes on that child. And like you said, you see more than the child sees more than they can't tell you all the stuff they're seeing and what they're thinking. But she's angry about she even asked me, she was like, you get along with Trey's mom. Oh shit.
Damn. You noticed that, huh?
Yeah.
You noticed
she
that, huh?
said it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Sister V had an interesting question.
And that's hard.
Yeah.
Sister V asked, do y'all think it's hard to go back and confront mom about the role she played in the demise of the relationship between father and child?
Yes.
I did it. It wasn't good, man.
Yes. That's
Absolutely.
It's hard for it to be productive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It ain't hard for me to ask, but it's hard for me to be. It's definitely difficult to get production out of that because she'll feel indicted.
I got cussed out, man.
Yes, I actually
got cussed out.
I started that because she brought up something which led the conversation in that direction, and like you say, indicted, ostracized, everything. I chose a better route because I didn't bring it up in the first place. I know what happened. I was there. However, I also had to step back from her and then step back from myself. I stepped back from her and gave her full blame because I know you wasn't shit because you did this, you did this, you did this. Take a little time, get yourself some maturity. Step back away from myself to say, well, you could have done this differently. You could have done this. Even to say my maturity level wasn't where it is now. So now I can say my communication skills weren't the best to communicate with her. They were great for me. They were amazing for me. I said I'm fucking perfect. However, at the time, that was my thought about me. Then I realized, no, you're not. Especially per that situation. Per that situation, I should have, and I expressed this openly. Do your investigation on who you're dealing with before you, depending on what you got going on. I openly was shooting up the club. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Openly.
But I didn't
drive by.
I didn't know her the way I thought I knew her, but I also didn't know myself at the time. So because of that, we have an amazing child from the situation. However, and we could today, I can say that we could have still been together today had we known each other better first. Second, had we taken the time to both of us taking the time to what's the word I'm looking for?
Reflect.
No. It's a C word.
Compromise
between the both of us.
Okay.
Not just her, not just me. But we came from physically, literally, and mentally two different sides of the tracks.
I don't know y'all like that, like y'all situation. But I don't think none of that would have worked in this day and age. Because I think the main problem we're having is our values have changed. So staying with somebody is not even long term, is not even the value anymore.
I can.
And I'm sure I'm not saying there's nobody that don't want to stay.
No.
But I'm saying overall, that's not the value.
That's not pushed.
It's not the value. It's like we're in an era where it's cool to say you don't got to stay with her because she's pregnant, or you don't have to stay with him because you're pregnant. That's okay to say in this era.
For me,
and that fucks my soul every time I hear it.
I wanted to be there, but the thing was, at the time, even to say that I wanted to be there, I didn't give the compromise. I did not compromise.
This is the thing about wanting, right? We always say, I want to lose weight, right? I want to
fuck you.
I want to eat better. I'm fat. So I'm with you. That scale said 290 today. But I'm saying, we'll say shit like I want to lose weight. I want to eat better.
You're losing. Fuck you.
I want to be in a relationship. I want to save some money, right? I'll tell you what, if we want a fucking sandwich, we're going to go get it.
Yeah, they're right.
Yeah.
If we want a burger, we're going to go get it.
However,
if we want that female, we're going to go get her. So if we want to stay, why don't we just stay?
So
why don't you do what you at least do what you know you're supposed to do to stay? In my opinion, it's because you don't really want to stay. Because we all do what we want to do.
For me at the time, I did what I thought I knew. Knew. However, for what I knew, there was not enough communication, understanding, and compromise for me to stay with her.
Yes.
and then
Yes.
and on both sides.
Okay.
Even the reciprocation of
Let me dive into this shit.
Like, who left? Who broke it up?
both of us. It was the energy was mutual. You don't want to be here. I don't want you here because you don't want to be here.
So the values for neither one of you guys was to stay.
Here's
As a collective, our values is not to stay.
At that point,
it's to leave when it's uncomfortable, or leave when it's harder than I want to fight.
Here's where
we didn't.
And I'm not knocking that shit because this ain't 1960 and motherfuckers don't gotta stay. This shit was about survival anyway.
Right.
And people don't need. She don't need you to survive. You don't need her to survive. Why would you stay in a place where you don't want if you don't need it to survive? This emotional shit we try to get with, and these potions we come up with to try to figure out why relationships ain't working, nigga, it's simply because motherfuckers don't got to be there.
Hey, you know what? Virtuous Eatery said, "Let Monix talk." I'm finna shut the fuck up.
My bad. I'm sorry. I
was trying to interject.
I didn't mean to bogart like that.
I was trying to interject. He's like, okay, shut the fuck up. Talk.
But it's just true. If it's not your value to stick through that shit, because if you're gonna stay with somebody, let's say let's go with the cliche shit, staying with somebody forever, your lifetime partner, right? If your value ain't to stick through some bullshit, what are you doing talking about lifetime partner? Your contract is gonna be up at some point, nigga. People who've been together 40, 50 years took each other through some bullshit at some point. And I know some people, not my mom and daddy, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm going to tell you, yes, they did. Even though that's your mom and your daddy, I'm still going to tell you, yes, they did. And if we sat down with them, they'll fucking reveal it.
Your mama fucked the milkman. That's why your little brother is light skinned and all y'all done.
Cut that shit out.
Your daddy fucked Miss May at the church.
Your daddy fucked 3 Miss Mays at the church.
Cut that shit out.
9 times out of 10. It's simple values. You don't. Motherfuckers back in the day didn't leave just because somebody did something. We always gonna do something.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'm a man with eyes, and I like pretty women. Nigga,
I like big
what the fuck I'm supposed to do?
And I cannot lie.
Well, Sister May got a fat ass. I gotta run this shit.
Go
so
hide.
in 40, 50 years of being with somebody,
shout out
I very well may fuck up. She very well may fuck up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I very well may, maybe I want not the one to cheat, right? But I'm very well may cause an environment that drives her to consider this shit, or vice versa.
Hey,
you got to put up with some shit to be with somebody for a long time. That's it for me. I'm sorry.
No, go, nigga. Hey, niggas is lovely. You talking your shit. Hey, shout out to the chat, man. We appreciate the support, man. We appreciate you guys chiming in, man. Amon Lamar says, especially your mama and your daddy. Their grandpa had 2 families.
Oh shit!
Nigga. 2 nigga.
And did he look my ancestry?
Peace to the God, Armand Lamar.
Hey, shout out to James Samuel, man. James acting up. What's good with the boy? We need
Shoptalk 36, nigga.
Hey, Shoptalk 36. We gotta get you on the show, bro. Come on through, man.
And yeah, even though your moms, your dad, or whoever did whatever, even though I just put out some of my business, you got to remember, man.
A little bit.
It's a safe space.
They were kids too.
Facts.
They was having babies back then at 16.
Yeah.
That's all. That's this shit about having babies later is new anyway.
It's new.
It's about 30 years new.
So yeah, we still do. Everybody was kids and they was figuring it out. Yeah, they fucked up. If they did, man, forgive them. They're not gonna apologize. So you might as well just apologize for them in your head and let it go. Because when it's all said and done, we're all saying the same thing. We was kids and we did the best we could.
Hey, our grandparents wasn't trying to figure shit out. It was the culture that you stay.
Yeah, you figure the shit out, nigga.
Hey, Virtuous Eatery said, "What's your name, bro? I don't want to keep calling you Virtuous Eatery."
That's J Mac.
That's J Mac. That's J Mac. What up, J Mac?
That's J Mac.
What up, J Mac? Or the wife, whichever one it is.
Right, or the wife.
Peace to Mr. and Mrs. J Mac.
Either one cool.
I fucks with the J Macs.
Both of them. Yeah, both of them cool. Yeah,
Vita about to come on. So Virtuous Eatery said a lot of them stayed out of survival. Exactly. It was the culture or survival.
Right.
Where the fuck was she gonna go?
Hey, shout out to
and men don't leave women as much. Okay?
Yeah.
Why the fuck would I leave a woman that'll let me abuse her?
Women emotionally for divorce more than men.
My old lady got out.
Hey, hold on. Hey, it ain't J Mac. It's his wife tonight.
Hey, it's his wife tonight.
That's love.
Hey, Vita digging in her nose on the live. Hold on.
That's love.
Stop lying. Why are you lying?
That's what my girl.
Y'all.
Lipstick.
What up, Vita?
Hold on, girl.
Hey, y'all.
Vita, had to talk our shit. Here we go. What up, Vita?
What's up?
What up?
You got 2
Y'all
minutes.
talk savvy.
You feel me?
Are you all still talking about the parents co-mingling together?
Yeah, go ahead.
What does respect look like from a co-parent, or how does it look to respect your co-parent,
or whatever it is you want to say? You got 2 minutes.
Whatever you got.
Well, one thing I did, like I said, I never talked about my son to him. I always, even when he was in the wrong, because I don't know if you all ever seen your child hurt by the other parent. That's one of the worst experiences you could feel.
It is.
When your child is disappointed by the other parent. And I experienced that one time with my son. And I had to leave out the room and I cried and I was upset, but I got myself together. He didn't see none of that. And I went and talked to him and let him know, parents are not perfect. They have passed. Sometimes they can only give you what they got.
Yes.
Man. And I raised him as a Christian. I said, pray for your dad. Pray that your dad be the father that you need him to be. And I know at that time, when I didn't go with my emotions, there was a turning point that could have been negative for my son. Because a lot of the boys go to the street, and by me speaking those positive things to him, he calmed down. I could tell that shifted his mind. I could tell he would have been looking for things in the other direction. So I never made it about him, about us. I put that under the rug and I made it about my child. And so I didn't talk about him respect, I said, that's still your dad. That's who I chose to be his father, So I still told him, this is your dad. So don't say nothing bad about your dad. In my mind, I was like, ooh, but I never did that. And it wasn't because of me. It's because I wanted the best for my son.
Every time
I wanted the best.
The Bible says that. I said every time you talk, I want to say, and the Bible says that.
Amen.
Amen. Praise the Lord. Yes. Hallelujah. Hey, let me tell you, without God, I'm serious. I really did have a very good spiritual foundation dealing with that because it was very painful.
All right. Sinners on the chat.
To see certain stuff.
Hey,
amen and praise the Lord.
But we thank you so much for calling in, my love. And I might call you after the show. I don't know.
First lady of Shoptalk. What you mean you don't know?
I might answer. I might answer, baby. I might answer.
Just tell a nigga to give you some gas money. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, you better tell. Hey, Vita, tell him.
Yeah.
Tell him read the shirt.
Don't you look at that fucking shirt. Bye, Vita.
Tell him read the shirt to you.
I ain't gotta read that shit. It's perpetual.
All right, fellas.
Yo, look at you.
She get this dick in perpetuity.
Yeah.
Perpetuity. It is here.
Hey, 360 deals in this bitch.
You feel me? God damn it.
Man, shout out to the show.
We retch around as a culture.
We love y'all. We appreciate. Hey, Melly Mel in this bitch, man. What's going on, Melly Mel? How you doing, baby girl?
Hey, Melly Mel got the show coming up at the Attraction on Friday. Love and Ratchet.
Hey.
I tried to get her to change it to Love and Ratchetness.
Hey.
But they weren't hearing me.
Yeah.
She usually let me proofread the shit, but not today.
Yeah.
But no, it's coming. It's yeah, that.
What up, Melly? What up, V? Shout out to the chat, man. We appreciate you guys rocking with us tonight, man. We appreciate you guys taking the time out your busy schedules. We got parents out here. We got
it's Tuesday, so we can fuck around a little bit today.
Okay, cool. We appreciate y'all. We definitely want to acknowledge y'all for taking the time out y'all day. It ain't lost. It is not lost. Y'all could be doing all kinds of shit. I know virtual trees. Y'all niggas is 24/7. I already know y'all 24/7. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying, Melly Mel. I know you 24/7. So y'all taking the time out. I'm just saying, man.
I'm 2-4 busy. I'm 2-4-14.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's
BDN.
That ain't all that ain't 365, but
Shout out to the BDs and the BDs only.
So we definitely want to make sure we show y'all love, man, because we appreciate y'all really stopping by and entertaining with
we love y'all,
with
man.
us and interacting
All
with
the
us.
gang members out there carjacking.
We appreciate
people.
y'all, man. Definitely appreciate y'all. Yeah.
Y'all crazy.
Yeah, I know y'all busy. V, I know y'all busy as shit, dude. Hey, they just dropped. Hey, J Mac
Fry cooks.
J Mac doing clothing, man.
Embroidery. I saw that shit.
Hey,
embroidery.
Bro, he did this panthro. Joint.
You got a picture of it? I want to see it.
Hey,
he did a panthro. Hey, you know I fuck with the Thundercats.
Can he do excuse the Weezy joint? That's
listen, we gonna shop. We gonna shop with y'all.
Hey, we gonna send you the.
We gonna shop with y'all.
See if you can pull that one off, man.
I thought he was joking.
No, nigga,
no, I haven't.
Sir.
That's almost the same.
Yeah.
Excuse the Weezy in the building, baby.
Yeah, well.
Excuse the Weezy
Anyway,
bear on the shirt.
Let's
Hey, shout out to Trees. Trees said, "What do you see my stuff?"
That's the thing.
Okay.
Trees.
J Mac get some shit for you. Okay. Hell yeah, I definitely want to see that. I know that shit hot. I know it's hot. Man, shout out to the New York connection, man. We love y'all. We definitely appreciate y'all support, man. I know shit. Y'all in New York. It's 9:51 in New York. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate y'all.
They got some good ass coffee in New York, man.
Do they?
Yeah,
they got horrible. They got horrible pizza.
But how's the pizza?
They got horrible pizza.
Did you go to Brooklyn? Did you go to Brooklyn and get
I've
pizza?
never been.
My girl, I was down there with my girl, and we was in Brooklyn, and I was in Manhattan getting pizza. I was like, this shit trash. She was like, come with me to Brooklyn. Man, that'll change your life, bro.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Fire.
Okay.
You gotta go to the right.
We love you.
Go to the right borough.
No. We love you more, baby. We love you more. I know y'all don't sleep.
But let's
I'm sorry.
Let's go to some music and maybe we'll squeeze in another topic after this music
break.
break.
Let's get a little break, man.
Shoptalk 7. We got me coming up, goddamn it, with Slide. After that, some GS the Brand. Shoptalk 7.
Let's go, baby.
With a shameless plug. You dig. Let's go.
I'm feeling wavy, baby. You should come over and kick it with me. I'm chilling alone and I'm sipping Henny. I keep me a split so you know I'm bleeding. You keep reservations cause other women done told you about me, but girl, they tripping. Yo, I'm in the zone, don't leave me alone. What I gotta do to get you to feel me? Look, I understand your trust in your girls, but you gotta know they be capping a lot. What I expect when I sit at the top. Been on the phone, we been rapping a lot. Baby, I sit in the car, we can rap in my spot. Get on some wine downtown. I just wanna chill, this ain't about no sex. That ain't even on my mind. I just wanna feed you and chop it up with you. Just let you know that the kid is hospitable. I am original, lovable, kissable, physical. When it's that time to get into you. Hey, yo, man. I'm really just trying to get you to, you know what I mean? You did. I mean, you know, I ain't really on nothing for real. Just trying to talk, you know. I'm feeling wavy, baby. Just trying to love you the right way. I got no motive tonight, babe. We could just do what the night say. I'm feeling wavy, baby. Driving me crazy, baby. Come help me out, cause I'm drowning in passion. I need you to save me, baby. Don't know if you entertaining other guys, but that ain't my business either. That'll fall off when you see I'm for real. That's just how I deal with people. Just know I see through that wall that you put in up. No, I know you know that Tony is good enough. Girl, let me take you about it in space. I can repair what's been broken if you would just slide.
If it's not so easy, I'm gonna work so hard. I don't give a damn, baby. I'm gonna play the part. And if it's not so easy, baby, play your cards. Baby, play your cards. Play a game of spades, my baby. Girl, I promise not to play your heart. I know that love don't make no sense, but my love's real. I'm trying to give you something you can hold. Is it yours? You can call it your own. And if it's not so easy, conversations, love, we make it. Love, that's a combination. Love, I'm craving. Every time we make it, it's a combination. There's a combination of drug I'm craving. Baby, you shine love on me. You make me feel like I'm king. Baby, I'm your Romeo. You my Juliet. And if it's not so easy, if it's not so easy, I'm gonna take my time. I don't give a damn where you are. I'm gonna take a flight. And if it's not so easy, if it's not so easy, baby, I'm gonna roll the dice. I'm gonna roll the dice. I'd rather take a chance on life. But not without a wife. And for you, I swear I choose you. I know it's not so easy. Just know that I don't mean it. Cause you hush it, baby. I won't rush it, baby. I wanna touch it, baby. I wanna love you crazy. Can we feel sensations? Love and make it love. There's a combination. Love, I'm craving. Time we make it time. It's a combination. And there's a combination of drug I'm craving. You shine your love on me. You make me feel like I'm keeping I'm yours. You my Juliet. If it's not so easy.
It's the CEO Yo Show on My Radio Chicago on the Support District Radio Network. It's more than radio.
Shoptalk 7 in the building. We on top of We Get Down. Tony Mediamonics.
Get this D in the building, man. We're on another Shoptalk 7 Tuesday night, man. Having a ball, man. Appreciate the people tuning into the chat. We got the guy, director Elliot. Elliot Porter in the building, man. We got Chill Toby, the posters in the house.
These niggas got me drinking.
No blame system.
Even drinking.
Accountability.
I've been drinking.
Me on the other hand, I have holy water. It continues.
That's all that
to
is.
So
get
what's the opposite of watermelon?
Melon water.
Nah, because you know when she say watermelon, she talking about taking them seeds in her mouth.
Seeds.
So what's the what's our
word? I don't like eating watermelon.
Just get right to
in
it.
front of white people.
Oranges. Peach.
Y'all feel that?
Fluid.
I don't like eating watermelon in front of white people.
What up, Melly
Real
Mel?
talk.
What up,
It's
Melly
fucked
Mel?
up, but it's real. That's how I've been scarred. This goes deep, man.
So you don't eat fried chicken in front of white
No,
people?
I fucks up fried chicken, but
man,
watermelon
so,
is just like watermelon. You can't do that.
Fuck that.
So,
They eat watermelon. I'm eating watermelon.
to this shop biz though.
Hey, back to the shop biz. Let's go ahead and get it in, man. Shout out to New York, man. Shout out to LSO. Shout out to Virtuous Eatery. Shout out to Miss Vita dropping bombs on the fucking StreamYard. Man, Vita, don't be coming on doing that shit, man.
Hey,
You need to get your own
how I
show.
trained her. I'm
Get
finna
your
get in
own
trouble.
show. Shit, talking like that.
I'm finna get in trouble.
Talking like that.
Tonight.
She did
You
good.
get your own
She
show.
did. She made you proud.
Yeah, man.
I was proud.
Made you
Yeah,
proud.
Vita
I was
came
proud
over
as
there,
fuck.
nigga. Hey, dude. Hey.
What? Yeah.
Fuck Harmonics, nigga. Hey, go get rid of this.
Yes, exactly. That's what you get. That's what you get. That's how you get that by fucking Harmonics.
Yeah, fuck with Monix.
They say that's she say fuck her. He say fuck Harmonics. That's how she got here. She got his fucking Harmonics. You feel me? Fucking Harmonics.
Fuck Harmonics.
You feel me?
Fuck Harmonics. You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
game about you. You fuck Harmonics. So what makes you listen to or not listen to advice?
Oh man. What makes you listen to or not listen to advice?
If you not a, if you if,
Reputation
LSO.
of the advisor.
if I just don't hold you credible, if you
If you're trying to tell me how to get there and you haven't got there,
I had a friend.
Hmm.
I have a short story. I get from full of stories. I had a friend, and the friend at the time, the decisions, the words, the verbiage, and which I hold on to that. I hold on tightly to words and verbiage.
Yeah. Why?
I'm a Virgo.
No, but
that's the answer for a lot of shit.
separated from Bremen to Virgo. Why? Why do you listen to words and shit? Why does that matter?
Because shit got to make sense to me. if it don't make sense, I just can't. I know shit is stupid.
Everybody got trigger words.
Yeah, and so you can't tell me about my relationship if I'm looking at yours, and you flat out winning in your relationship. Low key, you like kind of raised up, and she selected you, but like you ain't shit. But then you try to tell me, oh well, you should do that with your woman. Wait a minute, yours don't. No, you can't tell me how I should do what I should do with mine when you trying to make the stupidest decision with the one that's loving your dirty draws, like flat out. Like I'm talking, if you snap your fingers twice, she might say how high, and you didn't even ask the question. But then you say some shit like, "Man, I think I'm finna leave because this shit ain't right." She don't like nothing but you. Yeah, I can't. You're not credible. If I have no validation in the things, in the words that you're saying, no, I can't listen to you.
So I've after I joined the Army, I learned that there is education in all advice. It just kind of depends on. You just have to be able to decide. You got to know your core you and what's going to work for you.
I agree.
Then everybody giving you advice, you can kind of sift through it a little bit easier and see what works for you. But we don't sit down and learn ourselves no more. You know, when I was a kid, I had 4 brothers and we shared a room. And when, you know, after the cartoons on Saturday, I would go in the room by myself. And, you know, if I want to practice my breakdance moves or whatever the hell I was doing, I would take time for myself and figure out what I like to do. And if you don't learn yourself, then you don't know what to filter out. You're taking it all in and using it all randomly like a dumbass. So you gotta know you. And going back to the last subject, and a lot of times knowing you means you have to look at your parents. Because if you watch your parents, 70% of how you act is from 35 is from your mother, 35 from your daddy, and the rest is what you learned out in the world. And you got to be able to decipher which is which.
One thing I'll say to that is I agree with you. You didn't say that to yourself 30 years ago.
No, I didn't. And that's why I'm trying to put that out there for young people so they'll understand, because we're the generation that got out of the projects for y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all live in the suburbs because of what we did.
The sad part though, they live in the suburbs not realize they live in the suburbs with a mind. They lived in the suburbs with a mindset that they want to live in the projects.
That's some dumb shit, ain't it?
I swear.
That's some dumb shit. We fought to get out that bitch.
I dated a chick from the suburbs, the south suburbs, and she said to me out of her mouth, she was a little young, but she said to me out of her mouth that I want to live in the city. And I'm thinking like this, you. And I said, before I knew what I said it, you don't even hear gunshots out there. Well, I mean, and guess what? Just by chance, her situation, she had to move to the city.
I just went into that McDonald's on the corner.
Shit.
And the thing that's crazy is that I've been in the suburbs since 2016. So I haven't had that pee smell. That faint pee smell in the McDonald's.
They peeing in the drive-thru. Yeah. They peeing in the drive-thru.
The alley smell.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you don't realize once you leave
went to the
it. No, I've been inside.
Oh, even better. Yeah.
Oh man, I got the full nigga experience.
They peeing in the
man.
You smell alley inside.
Alley inside of McDonald's. Where you eat?
You was on the 9, not 39.
He was like, where you get your food from?
Dog.
It smell like alley.
So they don't understand. We took them out of that. We did a lot to get out of that shit.
But they don't want to understand.
Man,
you talking about it? I mean, if we talking like teens right now, teen-ish from 13 to
I got one of them. I hate them too.
I mean, we talking about the motherfuckers that wear hoodies with the hood on and a mask in 90-degree weather, summertime.
And talking about they stress, bitch, you take that damn hood off your head. That'll stop you from being stressed.
But they don't know to take the head off. They don't know. I had to. I caught one. by chance.
How'd they get that way though?
And I had to. There you go.
Hey, can we
I had to ask. But there you go.
We didn't give them no fucking culture. You ask the average adult right now, 40-year-old adult right now, what's your culture? They gonna have to think about it.
Hey, fuck that. I got one for you.
Motherfuckers won't even say the church.
No,
and they in the church.
Listen.
They don't even know what you're talking about.
Check this.
When you say culture.
Who, and I asked the chat also, right now, per your age, your generation, whatever you are, millennials, this, that, whatever.
I'm not the custodial parent.
Who speaks for you?
Young Thug.
Ooh.
For the
nigga locked up.
He already spoke.
So
his words is on wax.
Let me interject real quick.
But that's whose fault is that?
Let me interject real quick. Okay.
Let him interject.
When I am on social media, IG or whatever, the way my algorithms are set up, it leans heavy towards inspirational quotes, nature scenes, tech, every now and then the occasional African model.
That's good. That's good.
South African?
South African.
Man, that skin is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I want to move.
Yeah.
I want to move.
I want to travel.
I want to move. I want to travel. Yeah, but anyway, so when it comes to what makes me want to listen to advice, right? Zamunda. Zamunda's somewhere. But I gotta find Zamunda. I gotta find Zamunda, man. Goddamn.
I gotta go to Wakanda. They didn't have no fucking flies in Wakanda.
I got to find it.
They had no flies in
Got to
Wakanda.
find it, man. Got to find it. But when it comes to whether or not I'm gonna listen to advice or not, one thing that I've learned is that I take the Bruce Lee approach to most things, which is take what you can use and leave the rest.
A lot of people don't know that though,
because they expect everything to apply to them, and that's not necessarily the way the world is set up. We're not living in a standardized world. We're not living in a world where 2 + 2 = 4.
It doesn't.
That's not fucking true. 2 + 2 does not equal 4. If you don't want to believe that, that's 4.
That's right.
No, it's 4.
That's all. No,
not in this world.
That's true.
Only,
but
if,
that's also
only,
not true.
No.
If I don't choose not to believe
only
that.
only if it identifies as
with
4.
Me. Yeah, I can choose not to accept
in
that.
This world right now.
There's no.
If it does not identify,
there's no definitive thing.
Yes.
If it doesn't identify as 4,
we're at the place where reality. It is. We're at the place where reality is not reality.
It's not reality.
Your
we're
reality.
In the Matrix.
Your reality. His reality, my reality, and his reality, and her reality are completely fucking separate. Even though right now our current reality says that we're all in the studio having the show.
This isn't applesauce.
No.
This is apple puree.
With even better.
Cinnamon.
Even better. It's chicken. Even better. It's chicken.
I think 2 + 2 is always 4. I think we are just not counting the other items in the equation. Everybody has 2 + 2 is 4. It's standard, but everybody has a different amount of moving parts. So we ain't counting those motherfuckers.
They're bending it to fit the 4 and where they want the 4 to go.
Well, it's still an item that you got to count it.
Well, you don't have.
So that shit is really 2 + 2 + 86 other things. So now that motherfucker equal 90.
That's true.
So 2 + 2 is the principles of the universe are the principles. The universe ain't going nowhere. There's so many shit be layered in different ways. There's different amounts of layers per situation. The reason me and Dennis clash on a lot of shit because we have different amounts of items in the equation, and are certain things way heavier for one than the other.
Yes.
You know, it ain't that either one is right or wrong. It's just that the pieces laid in front of us are different.
You can rename a tree, but it's still a tree.
And here's what's crazy. That may sound chaotic to some people.
Yeah.
To some people, that may sound like, what the fuck? Y'all niggas must be in conflict all the goddamn time.
No, we really be getting to the same place.
We really be in harmony like a motherfucker.
Like a motherfucker.
It's really
and we always come to it.
We be in conflict like a motherfucker, but we be in harmony like a motherfucker.
He may have got there before me. I may have got there before him, but
it's just different directions to get to the same point.
It'd be weird. It'd be weird as shit.
You went to a squiggly line. He went around.
Exactly.
Because three rights really make a left.
Yeah. So one thing when it comes to advice, for example, between I'll take the dynamic between me and Monix, right? there are a lot of things that I just vehemently disagree. And there are a lot of points that he just vehemently disagrees with me. But the thing is, I accept his reality.
Facts. You got to accept where a man's
accept it. I don't question. I question it from a standpoint of I want to know more.
Yeah.
So when I buck against it, it's not denouncing it. It's purging it
and understanding his thought process.
Right.
Exactly.
It's about trying to understand how you got there.
Where you go.
When we were in school, right?
Yep.
In math, particularly, the teacher say, "Hey, here's an algebraic equation. Figure it out." Right? This person come up with this answer. This person come up with this answer. The teacher say, "Well, how did you come up with that answer? Show me your work. Mm-hmm. Show me your work. Mm-hmm. You got a different answer than he got. Show me your work."
Yeah.
I'll take it I'll take it a step further. When you go to a job, I learned that if you go to the job and learn everybody's thought process, it makes life easy for you. If you implement, well, I guess that's because I'm a director, because I have to facilitate everybody's personalities. So I have to understand what your thought process is, so that way I know what you're gonna do, and it also aids you in extracting information. Sometimes there's some gray area with a person. If you know what their thought process is, you kind of know what they're thinking ahead of time. It's a really good, it's a beneficial tool. Unfortunately, we're in the area where fuck that shit. I ain't going.
That's how you feel.
But if you learn the person, you are more marketable.
Yes.
Your business will flourish.
Yes.
You can get people who you can motivate people who are not motivatable.
Know who you
talk to them.
Is that a word?
Talk to them.
Motivatable.
Talk to them.
Shot book. Motivatable.
Motivatable.
Shot book.
Yeah.
You have to learn.
Word is a word.
Your audience.
You have to learn who you are dealing with, because if you understand, and it's unfortunate, going back to the last subject, as much as you hate your daughter's mom, son's mom, dad, the son's dad, whatever, if you know them, you can work through a lot of those situations, because you know what his reaction is going to be to this, her reaction to that.
Hey, shout out to the chat real quick. Melly Mel said the guy in the middle is on fucking fire.
Oh man, I smoke a reefer. Only the finest.
Hey, a little reefer and a little tequila, and you get fired. You get this. I don't know what we got outside of this, but this is what we got.
Man, I'm real talking. I'm gonna tell you honestly. That shit I said earlier about there's no bad information. If you take in people, I learned this from other people. I'm an amalgamation. This is a word that I want to say.
Shot book. Say it one more time.
It's I'll get the word. But hold on. Everybody who's touched me in my life, you are everything everybody who's touched you. So that's why it's important for a father to meet the man that the mother is dating, or vice versa. The mother meets the girlfriend that the father is dating, because they're touching that child, and that child's the culmination of everybody he or she deals with. So you got to facilitate who is touching your child.
I'm currently living by faith on that.
Me too.
But let me explain.
It sucks, don't it?
No, not at all. I'm a very, very, very.
No, he's a good guy.
I wouldn't know.
Okay. You gotta know.
No, I do not.
Yeah.
I am holding on to faith. Who I was, who I am, who she is. She has this guy around my child, right?
Okay. If you trust her, that's dope.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah. So this is the thing. Yeah. At the end of the day, this is it. I don't, and I've said this to a few people. I don't need to introduce myself until it's time for me to introduce myself. If she has not chosen, now given my son is a little older, my youngest, he's 14, he's 13.
Yeah.
If he knows how to speak and say, I'm uncomfortable with anything, I do not need to introduce myself until it's time for me to introduce myself. Let me explain also, which there's been situations, flat out. So my baby mama has had a few shootouts at her house. House has been shot up, or whatever. A time or two. I got that call. Now,
her house gets shot up. or shot at,
you
get called.
I did, and I showed up.
Why you get called?
Who the pappy?
Out of all the people,
who the pappy?
Now, my child is not the only one there. Oh. He's just the youngest.
But you got called.
Oh, of course I got called.
Why you get called?
Because
Because he handles business.
Why? Why you get called?
Because he handle business.
I ain't hear that.
I handle business, and I'm not bragging.
She'll told me to post this.
She'll told me to post this. Is why
She'll told me to post this.
And like I said, I'm not bragging. I'm not saying no names or none of that. I'm saying this. Now I was there. He eventually showed up, so of course he got the call, as he should. That's your woman's house.
When did you show up though?
Huh?
When did you show up though?
After me. I mean, at the end of the day,
live further.
Maybe so. Maybe so. At the end of the day, I'm not putting my chest up in the air and what she called me for. I don't know. What I'm saying is, I was supposed to get a call because my child was there. I'll say that. My child is there. I should have.
There's no knock on him. She should call you first.
Yeah.
Indeed. And then
his babies ain't there.
And then the second time, the same day, I got another call. However, it wasn't from him. As far as the situation didn't occur because of him. We don't need to. Oh, hey, kumbaya, and give it. I get what's said. No. You're around my child, this and that or whatever. There are differences depending on the situation. My child has older siblings. What was brought to me? Hey, we got this while we're in the building. Older siblings have already. Hey, fuck, dude. You go in there when he here. So again, it's not a person. It's per situation. For me, I'm in a position where again, she didn't feel deemed to introduce me to this new guy that she done moved into her house. That's fine. I'm not gonna force that. Mm-hmm. However, that's what you did. If by chance I'm in the same position, I don't have to introduce you to nobody. And please don't act a fool. First. Second, again, I don't need the introduction. You know who I am because I pull up, I'm outside. Mm-hmm. I'm not, and like I said, I'm not beating my chest to say he know what it is. Man, he don't know nothing. As far as he should be concerned, I'm a sucker. As far as he should be concerned, make sure that you deal with her. You're in the same house at the time for now with him. Speak to her for him. Speak to her to him.
Yes, sir.
Hey, would you tell him this? Would you tell him that? There's a certain line that could be crossed. Then, if that line is crossed, there's an introduction that will be had.
Yeah, it has to be had. But so to the question of what makes you want to listen to. we got way the fuck off that. I'm sitting listening. I'm looking at the Chiron. I'm like, oh shit, damn, I'm kind of way off. But yeah, what makes you want to listen to that advice or not listen to that advice? I said earlier about the many different influences online. One thing that I've realized is that yin and yang are in everything.
Facts.
The yin and yang are in everything. Now, if you notice about the yin and yang, there's a dark circle in the white spot, and there's a white spot in the dark circle, right? But the majority of the circle is either black or white, right? What that represents is the fact that there is two sides to everything within both. So when it comes to whether or not right, so you have to either find. The way I look at things in layers, right? On one layer, you can say that the yin yang represents good and evil, right? And the dot within each side represents the fact that there's a possibility for each in both. So within evil, there's a possibility for good. Within good, there's a possibility for evil.
Facts.
Two things can exist at the same time. So when it comes to whether or not I listen to advice or what I'm gonna listen to, I realize that everybody's a piece of shit.
And they all respect.
Well, everybody. I mean, you gotta know what speaks to your heart.
I get that. Shit. But here's what I'm saying. Everybody's a piece of shit. Why? Because you're a human being. You are made of clay and dirt. You are fallible.
I don't know if that make me a piece of shit.
No. I'm gonna say a piece of shit because
I know you said it, but I'm just
everything on the planet is poo and pee. Real
exactly.
talk. I would
rather assume that you're a piece of shit and be wrong that you're decent.
Drink a glass
or
of
at least okay.
Hey.
Then for me to assume that you're the awesome person that you're portraying to be, and find out that you're really a fucking piece of shit.
I'm totally okay if anybody thinks that I'm a piece of shit because I'd never lose money because somebody thinks I'm a piece of shit.
I get
right?
that.
I'm actually amazing.
But like that's the very extreme. That you're a piece of because a piece of shit.
Okay,
I have to set that tone. I have to set that bar because most people will go to the middle, which is I'm good. I'm decent. I'm nothing like that piece of shit. But guess what? You're a piece of shit in somebody's story. You're a piece of shit in somebody's story. You're a piece of shit in somebody's story. You're a piece of shit in somebody's fucking story. So we're not gonna sit up here and talk like, oh, well,
that's still on.
That's their story. That don't make me a piece of shit.
I get that, but the point is,
but that's still based on perspective.
I get that
because you got to show me.
I would rather set the extreme and work back than to set the desired. I mean, have to work forward.
Hey, the crazy.
You know what I thought about you when I met you?
Why is it being set though?
You know what?
Because this is my this is
okay.
I
want to finish.
This is the thinking. If I'm going to listen to somebody, right, I have to take into accountability that what I'm seeing from this person or what I am resonating with at this time is a moment in time. Whatever the fuck they're saying that's resonating with me is just that. Anything outside of that, once they leave me and go into their other world or go behind the scenes and shit, they could be a complete dickhead. They could be a complete asshole, completely contrary to what the fuck they just presented to me that resonated with me.
I mean,
so what I have to do is take what I can use, the Bruce Lee approach. Take what I can use and leave the rest. So yeah, what you're saying right now sounds real. That I can't dispute.
I just don't like the pessimism because you're looking at everybody as being bad as opposed to looking at everybody being good.
No. If you think I'm a piece of shit, that's pretty bad.
No. What I'm saying is,
what he's saying is, as a viewpoint per person in somebody's mind, nobody in particular, no specific amount, but in somebody's mind, you ain't shit.
Let me answer this question for me. Answer this question for me.
Be cool, but in somebody's story, you're a villain.
And that's fine.
So I have to give you that.
Listen,
I have to give you that extreme. I can't say that I'm you.
I know they are.
I'm not gonna say this is you, but I will say that I have to give you that gray area to work and operate in. So the person that I see may operate in this decent, honorable perspective.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? But outside of that, I gotta leave a little bit of room for this person to be human and get jealous, or get upset, or get angry, or get out of character, or get drunk, or get high, or get pissed, or get upset,
or whatever 400 attributes.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm not gonna combat his perspective for him.
Okay, go ahead.
That's his respect.
Okay, what's yours?
But from a general standpoint, if he thinks you're a piece of shit, does that actually make you a piece of shit?
No.
So now the way I'm looking at it is, if I because somebody may think you're a piece of shit, if that causes me to view you as a piece of shit just because somebody thinks you are, that makes me way too influenceable.
No, but
so like, because listen, you know what I thought about all y'all when I saw y'all for the first time? Not a motherfucking thing.
Hold on.
I don't know you niggas from a can of paint.
You just think I was amazing when you met me?
Fuck you for real until I started talking to you.
Okay, hold on.
Right? You hold no space in my brain.
You didn't think I was
concerning
amazing
the
when you
thought
met me?
process.
That's true.
No.
But hold on.
Really? I didn't know who the fuck you were when I met you. Then you started talking and I was like, oh, okay. So my first thought about chill, when I finally had a thought, was this nigga crazy. I like it.
But
so hold on.
Pain is pretty.
Hold on, no. But you, by your own admission, right, typically think that people are stupid.
Damn, y'all.
Yeah, but that is whoa. But that is an illness of mine.
Okay.
That is a fucking illness of mine.
Okay.
It's not that I really believe that people are stupid. I'm having a problem transitioning from a military mindset to civilian mindset.
I
know that.
Oh,
so I don't look at people and assess them and start from the bottom as if they're stupid. I don't. That's more of a fucking illness than an actual perspective that I came up with. So that's kind of different.
In the Army, they do teach you
because
we're pandering to the lowest intellect.
So
that's,
in that lane, in that very fucking lane, when I say piece of shit, I'm not necessarily calling each person that I meet like I meet them like, okay, you a piece of shit. Sure, prove me wrong. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when I meet people, I leave open this area of okay, cool. What they're presenting is great, but they may let me down.
Right.
What I'm seeing looks solid. What I'm seeing looks like okay.
This makes sense.
But now, outside of that, when they leave my presence, outside of what they just presented to me,
spit on your phone.
I did.
That's okay. He's juicy.
I get you.
But what happens outside of me has to be accountable for. So I don't meet people and think, okay, you're perfect because you presented perfect to me. Like I said earlier, you're a villain in somebody's story. You're a villain in somebody's story. Right. That's just what the fuck it is. Whether you did it right or whether you feel like, you know what, I did the best I could in that situation. I couldn't do no better. I took what was handed to me and I did what the fuck was handed to me. I'm not a bad person for taking the decisions that was the options that were given to me at the time.
Just to let you know, life is fluent. I'm back and forth.
Now listen.
Yeah.
The cleanup of that was fine. But the initial shit was like,
it sucked.
Everybody's a piece of shit.
Yeah. I didn't say it like that. I didn't say it like that.
It's somebody.
Here's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying the tone. No, it was the tone for me. It was the tone.
It was recognizing his word.
No. It was the tone.
You sound real feminine right now.
I'm okay if he thinks I'm feminine. That's fine. I lose no money.
I'm just saying. You sounded real feminine.
That's fine. I'm okay with him thinking that's feminine.
I get what you're saying.
That's 100% fine with me.
No. But what I'm saying is.
But I'm just saying the tone.
But the tone is what.
Listen, bro.
He made you a piece of shit.
How stupid.
So I'm just saying.
You was hurt.
Everybody's a piece of shit.
No, but you know what I meant by that.
I didn't until you explained it.
Okay,
I did not.
It's literally the same approach that you take, which is everybody's stupid. But I have to understand that that's not necessarily the case. That's just a reaction or a trigger. Because it's based off of how I was grown.
But when I told you this, I acknowledged that me thinking everybody's stupid is a problem for me.
For me, I don't think it's a problem.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what makes it different. Right. I when I revealed that to you, I acknowledge that I have that means that I have a problem.
You absolutely did.
DNA. I have a so you know what I'm saying? For me to think everybody, Jay-Z said, if everybody's crazy, you're the one that's insane.
And real talk, man. It also depends on your DNA as well, because me and my brother was raised in the same house. We was taught the same lessons, but we took completely different interpretations of the same thing.
So I have a mantra, or one of my mantras: same planet, different worlds.
Yeah.
Everybody's here on this planet Earth, and we all can say that we can agree that Africa is Africa and South America, South America, and a hurricane is a hurricane, and an earthquake is an earthquake, and an economy crash is an economy crash, whatever the fuck it is. But each one of us lives in a different world. So you and your brother grew up in the same house.
It was four of us, and we all took a different set of.
You all have a different.
The same lesson.
You all
were a year apart.
You all have a different existence in the planet.
Yeah.
So you all live on the same planet, but we all have a different experience as an individual. Nobody on the planet sees the world the way you do,
and that's why you have to learn each individual, because if their view of the world doesn't match your view, it kind of will. It's going to cause a conflict somewhere down the line.
It has to.
I got boys who still in their mind, they still on gangbanging shit, and I'm so far away from those type of thoughts. So when I see him, I'm like, "What's up, dog? Oh man, you know what up, folk? Blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Yo, nigga,
Big GD,
52,
Big GD.
They don't even 52. Your card ain't expired. They ain't done fucking with you
because they don't look at you the same.
They don't look at you the same.
What's in your head versus what's reality.
That's absolutely.
So it's it's perspective, man.
Yeah. So again, like I said, I try to hold a little bit of space for you to not be what you're presenting. That's all. It's not that I really think you're a piece of shit. It's just that I leave the capacity for you to reach that.
And that's what's the problem in relationships.
You're prepping for the worst.
Because
hoping for the best, prepping for the worst.
Yes.
Yeah, in a way,
sense.
like I'm not banking on the worst.
You're hoping for the best,
but
you're prepping for the worst.
Reality.
So if you are turned out to be a piece of shit, I'm not surprised.
Right. I'm being
like I'm in a perpetual state of not being surprised that somebody's a piece of shit.
Yes.
I'm not surprised that you're great either.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I don't expect shit from you up front.
Absolutely.
We're at 0.
Absolutely.
Right.
I don't start you with an A. I don't start you with an F.
Absolutely.
We're at 0.
Yeah.
And I don't even take what people say about you if me and you are solid.
Hey, what the fuck?
You know what I'm saying?
So with all,
because I've forgot my job.
He said, "Because I forgot my job."
Why you put that there? Wait a minute.
he was in a conversation.
That ain't Shoptalk 7.
He was in a conversation.
That's why I need a board up. That's why I need a fucking board up. But what you about to say, bro?
So a lot of times what we're doing is we're not giving. I lost my train of thought, man. It's gone. It was good too.
What makes you listen to advice? So this is what I was saying earlier. When I scroll through my social media, my algorithms, like I get Andrew Tate quotes, right?
I don't get them as much anymore.
Not anymore. I get them.
In the silence,
I don't get them as much anymore either.
Bring free Andrew Tate.
Yeah, for real.
Oh shit.
But here's the thing with that. Like I don't hold people to this level of infallibility. So you may be popular online, you may be hot right now. Everybody may be streaming your shit. Everybody may be sharing your shit.
Shout out to the net.
You know what I'm saying? You may be shout out to the net. You know what I'm saying? But
I got it.
I hold on to the fact that you're a human being and that this is the social media age. And we are adapted and programmed. Every fucking thing we're doing is programming. Right now, we're programming people. Let's be honest. Yeah. Right now, we're trying to program a certain audience to fuck with us on a certain level.
No doubt.
To entertain, to
accept our form of entertainment.
Accept our form of entertainment.
Well, let's program this. I feel like once we start accepting that everybody out here ain't for everybody, I think we'll be better off.
But how do you realize what? So sometimes you'll get advice from a fucked up source. A bum can give you some solid advice.
They can give you solid advice, but that's why knowing yourself, it's the impatience of being young. So when you're young, you want to be in a relationship, but your parents are telling you you're not ready for a relationship, and we're not,
right? Because
you can't focus on another person while you're still learning yourself. You're trying to.
Parents are fucked as well, so I don't know who to get it from.
Yeah. But you gotta learn you before you can even be loved by somebody else or take information from somebody else. Because I don't know what to cipher out.
So my point with the online shit and the algorithms, because in my algorithms, I get a lot of, meditational shit, inspirational shit. Some of that too. Yeah. But like I say, I realize that these are from faulty people. I don't take it as, whoever this person is, just because they're showing up repeatedly in my timeline or in my algorithm, they're solid or they're credible. Right. They're a human fucking being, and what they're saying to me right now may resonate because it's actually true. But what's also true is they're a piece of shit outside of what they just told me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I see cars, I see mansions, I see private jets.
Is that definitely true?
No, I don't know if that's true. That's my point.
Don't know.
That's why I hold that little gray area for you being a piece of shit.
An asshole can change your life just as much as somebody positive.
A bum can give you some fucking advice
get you in a shitty situation
that'll change your life.
Yes.
So to look at him and say you're a bum, I shouldn't take advice from you because you're on the fucking streets, is kind of counterproductive because you could be getting a gem from that bum.
I take advice when it resonates with me.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You take what you can use and you leave.
But you gotta know yourself.
Now I rarely take advice, but when I do, it's because it resonated.
Okay.
I'm a stubborn asshole. Fuck y'all.
Yes, sir.
For real. I mean,
when it comes to broke down who you was.
Yeah.
Without hesitation.
Without hesitation.
A lot of people don't even know who they are. Like my daughter's trying to find herself right now.
Yeah.
And that's because right now she thinks that somebody's better than her. You
Instead
have to
of realizing
realize
that it's in her.
Right.
She already there.
Has to choose.
She's already there. Yeah.
LeBron James is LeBron James because
Whoa.
LeBron James said, I'm going to be LeBron James.
I just said I'm a stubborn asshole, and I click on StreamYard. The first thing I see is J Max saying facts.
Yeah.
That shit was so timely.
Hey, shout out to J Mac, man. No, that's AJ Mac.
That's the wife. That's Miss J Mac.
Facts.
The first thing I said was facts.
That's that New York shit. You like, oh shit, it's J Mac. No, it ain't J Mac. It's his wife.
God damn it.
Shout out to Virtuous Eatery, man. We love y'all, man. Appreciate the support, man. Yeah, man, they do some, man.
They got food, clothes.
They get fucking down.
Well,
They get, hey, we gotta fuck with y'all.
When they bringing the food?
They gotta.
Well, they're in New York, so they might have to mail it on hot ice.
Oh, that's cool. I'm with that.
Hey, they get fucking down, bro. They get fucking down.
Junior's in New York.
Junior's cheesecake.
Hey, we love y'all. Hey, we love y'all back, man.
I saw it.
We fucking love y'all back.
Oh,
man.
I love New York.
We love y'all back.
I love
New York.
But man,
advice.
Who else? I don't take advice from. I rarely take advice. I'll listen to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm respectful enough to listen.
So, like you said,
but taking your advice.
I don't take advice from
a lot of that shit probably going through one ear out the other. Unless there's some shit I want to do that I haven't done. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But I got people to go talk to that I can actually network with for most of the shit that I want to do that I haven't done. So back to me being a stubborn asshole. I don't really have to listen to some random motherfucker because I know somebody who do it in real time. I'm gonna listen out of respect.
Yeah.
But take the advice, two different things.
I hear what I want.
I hear all that shit. And now where their advice may come into play is if it resonates or mirrors or confirms something that I'm learning now from, let's say you told me some shit, you didn't really like that, so I don't really respect what you got to say. I'm gonna listen, I respect them.
Mm-hmm.
Then I come to him and we talk about it, and what you said is now starting to make sense. I'll take it that way. I don't be forgetting what people saying, but I'll take it with a grain of salt until I go talk to a real one that I deem as a real
and you
one.
gotta sit with your thoughts for a minute, man.
I gotta live with my
shit.
shit.
Your thoughts and figure it out first.
Like, don't ever expect me to move on with your words today. I'm too stubborn for that because I've been paying my own bills for a long time. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I heard what you said. Like, if you need me to act on it right now, don't talk to me. I'm the wrong motherfucking guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That's big what you just said about I forget, damn, I just slipped my fucking mind.
It's all good.
What you just said was really, really deep. Hey, shout out to the chat, man. Dion Robinson says, not taking everybody's advice doesn't make you an asshole. He said it means you believe in due diligence.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey, that's real talk, though.
Look at me, not
that's real talk. You should not take everybody's advice on face value.
No.
I do agree with Monix that you should listen.
And if you feel like you got the answer, if you seeking it, first of all, are you seeking advice? And if somebody's giving you advice and it's unsolicited and it sounds cool and you feel like you got the answer, it's okay to tell them, yo, man, I got it. I'm good. Mm-hmm. Shut up.
Or take it and keep moving. Like
I used to listen to people, randomly and let them keep talking, but now I just be like, man, I'm good. Shut up.
Like, for example, I get that. But for example, if I've already come up with how I'm going to approach the situation, and I just happen to, break bread with you and try to,
tell me about it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I understand.
And you say, hey, A, B, and C, and I'm like, well, yeah, I already mapped out A, B, and C.
A lot of times,
I'll listen to you out of respect because I came to you.
No, I'm done talking at that point. I want to eat food.
No, but what I'm saying is, you want
to some people can't take. Some people can't take it when you. Some people can't take it when you tell them, "I got it covered, boss."
Yeah,
you don't. Because that's what I'm saying.
If you brought it to me, a lot of people feel like they're fixers,
and that's what I'm saying. Because I brought it to you,
I'm gonna try to fix it.
I love them.
I'm gonna tell you what could work. So you should try this, and it's like, I got it. I was just kind of getting it off my chest.
Yeah.
I already got my game plan.
Break past the house.
There's a respectful,
right? Yeah.
There's a respectful way to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, because of the way you approach them, they will feel like, okay, cool, you're here to add. You asking me my opinion, so you want advice. Clearly,
yeah.
It's like, no, I don't want advice. But what I will do is, because I did give you the respect of coming to you, which automatically tells you that I respect your opinion. I will allow you to voice what you got to say, even though I've already mapped out what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you say your piece because I respect the fact that I give you the space to even speak your opinion.
And plus, I give people grace because because I understand that most people listen to respond.
Right.
So the whole time you've been talking, they just been waiting to drop their shit.
To respond.
Yeah,
so,
they don't understand you just
when I don't want no advice, I don't talk to people.
Yeah. No, if I got I'm going to vent.
I got a counselor for that. Y'all better pay that $50 every 2 weeks.
Know, yo, man, I'm just
get you a fucking counselor.
Yeah. That's another thing too. Just I don't know you have
I'm just venting, man.
If I'm gonna take you like to the question, what makes you want to listen or not listen to somebody's advice, one of the things that may turn you off is the fact that somebody jumps the gun and decides to offer advice.
Yeah.
Rather than accepting or realizing or reading the room saying, hey, this nigga really just coming to me to vent.
I don't offer shit.
He don't need no advice. He really just want to get the shit off his chest.
Because I'm fucking up my life. Why would I help you? Fuck yours.
But some people feel like because of the ego,
damn, man.
If I come to you and say, hey, L, I got this, I'm just, I'm going through some shit right now. You suddenly feel like, oh, well, come on, tell me your problems. What you got to tell? Because you're coming to me.
Let me tell you.
You already opening up to tell me this shit, so you automatically feel like Dr. Phil.
Let me tell you what you need to do.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it comes down to. Let me tell you what you need to do. Because you need to try this. And a lot of times we don't realize that you're saying what you need to try versus what you could.
Yeah, I understand that most people in the world don't know how to communicate.
Yeah.
So no diss
1,000%.
No diss to them.
No, that's 1,000%.
But
that's true.
But it's true, and I understand this when I'm talking to people. So I talk a little less. I talk to less people. I still talk a lot.
Yeah.
But I talk to less. But I talk to less people.
That's the better approach.
Because I know how. And for one, believe it or not, this is so hypocritical, right here. But I don't like long-winded people. No, it's not. I don't like you, but I don't like when they're long-winded. And I got my motherfucking nerve.
However,
I got my motherfucking nerve.
You like what you like.
But so I talk to less people.
But one thing I must point out is that we've all sat here and had conversation without it turning into an argument. If you find yourself,
me and Dennis definitely.
I'm gonna look at the camera. If you find yourself in an argument,
we finna fight after this show.
Hold on, let me get this out. If you find yourself in an argument all the damn time, you're the problem.
Yeah,
you should be able to have a conversation.
I've been that problem.
Disagree and been good. I was that dude.
I've been that problem. Yeah,
I was that dude when I was in up till I was about 24. Man, I had to prove a point, man. I told you
I was that dude before my heart surgery. Okay.
What was that?
Like April.
Oh god damn!
Like I ran off of these
the other day.
Listen, I ran off about 8 co-hosts.
Oh shit!
Because I start dropping these data bombs.
Yeah.
You ain't ran me off yet.
Well, I don't do that. Well, I don't do that. I don't do that anymore.
But you should try.
It'll make me sick.
But try.
Literally.
Oh yeah, make you sick. I don't want to make.
That's the only reason I stopped.
Damn.
I ain't gonna lie. I still think motherfuckers.
See,
I still want to drop data bombs on people.
Fucked up though.
Like, listen, people are like.
You know it's competition, right?
I'm very competitive. I'm very competitive.
Now I feel like I'm only on this show because you had some health issues.
Well, I've also learned lessons. I've learned that me having to be diplomatic, in addition with you being here, and the show's moving forward. So I took the lesson in being diplomatic.
And this is normal.
I want the old Monix back.
If you play sport,
people won't. We won't have hope. Guess if you get the old Monix. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you. Here's the problem with old Monix, right? Here's the problem with old Monix.
Ooh, moment of clarity.
A lot of people like to debate me, right? Because I come off like that. That's the reputation I built, right? So people literally used to walk up to me and say, "Yo, I got somebody for your ass."
That's too much work,
right? That's work on them. For me, it was fun.
Too much effort.
For me, listen, I came up mentally.
That's also
I came up mentally with the 5%ers, and they taught that the black man was God and the white man was the devil. And I live around a bunch of Christians. I had to defend that shit, so I'm used to debating, and I'm used to having to present facts. Right now,
that's also a show of respect, by the way.
It is, and it would fed my ego.
So when a motherfucker say, "Hey, I got somebody intellectually that I think
can match your ass
with," yeah,
true.
That's
so.
Nigga, that's
but the problem is, the problem is when somebody disagrees with me, I want to bring a knife to a fist fight. Kill your drama. I kill you motherfucking ants with a sledgehammer. You don't make me do it till you done it because I overdo it. So you won't confuse it with just rap music. The great Prophet Hove. So when somebody be like, okay, I've been married a couple times. Somebody tried to talk to me about that, like talk shit to me. And well, how many times you gonna get married? Nigga, shit like that, right? So I was like, you got one child, one baby daddy.
You ain't married.
This nigga ran you through the mud. You were fighting him for $274 in child support. My women left me better than they came.
Hey.
You don't want to fucking talk to me. You drug down, stanky ass, poor. You need your Metro PCS phone bill paid, bitch. That's what I want to do.
Stop it, man.
To people.
Stop it. Hey, shout out to the chat.
Since that's not so effective if you want people around, I can't stay like that.
But
I'll kill your life because I put my shit together a little better than a lot of people, and those would be the main people that want to come fuck with me.
See, that's the Monix I want to see. That's the Monix I want to see. I feel like I'm getting a watered down version
Why?
of Monix. I feel
I'll eat your fucking lunch.
I feel like I'm getting a tamed version of Monix.
Look,
I kind of like it, but I don't fucking like it because I feel like I'm getting an easy pass and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like when a parent have the first child. And that first child get the brunt of the parenting experience.
But it's some people like
second child come and they get the full bliss of just being a child. You know what I'm saying?
But it's also though it's some people I love that be in these positions.
Hey, shout out
so
to
I don't want to do that to them. You know what I'm saying? But like I got people I love that's in some of these positions that I'll call out.
But you don't have to be competitive with words. Like I understand because I came from.
I am intrinsically this way. It's like it literally ain't my fault.
I get what you're saying.
So I suppress it.
I get what you're saying because,
and I think that's probably one of the dynamics that works with us.
Yeah,
that I literally feel like I got to say something. I can't sit here and just like listen to you.
That's arrogance, bro.
Way. No. It's not.
It's not. I'm serious.
Lexi R said you've gone way too far, Monix. Lexi Couture.
Shout out to Lexi Couture, man. Lexi Couture music management in the building, man.
She manages music, not people.
She manages music, not people.
You feel me?
T-shirt. She manages music,
not people.
Not people.
We screen recording this shit. It's a whole promo for you, Lexi.
Every time you come up, that's your shit right there. That's your shit right there. Lexi, Couture Music Management manages music,
not people.
Not people.
This is a promo for you. We're gonna screen record this.
B says, man, I like your bluntness, Monix. She says people don't like it because they want things sugar coated. God damn.
And I don't have the sugar for you.
He don't have the sugar.
Too much sugar, you get diabetes and shit.
Thing too. That's another thing I think we
too much salt, you get heart failure.
When it comes to the question of what advice and shit, like me and you've had conversations over it feels like years. I want to say years. It almost felt like I wanted us to just say years, but over the time that we've been on this show together, we've disagreed on a lot of things. But one of the things that I enjoy is the fact that even though we disagree, I disagree to learn. And I think you naturally disagree to learn. I don't think you disagree to like you say you ran off 8 other co-hosts or whatever. Part of that is because you literally want to understand. You want to beat the subject into the ground until you understand what the fuck the mechanics are. Some people can't deal with that because they stop at level 2. I say something, and the minute you hit, you beat it up a little bit, and you get to level 2. Yeah. It's like I run out of.
A lot of people be having good points in their mind, but they have trouble articulating them properly. And then here I go being an asshole and a guy who could you could have a good point, but I can still make you seem wrong because of how I articulate.
Yeah, and that's
not okay, which is another reason I was okay with stopping that.
Because making it a competition as opposed to a share of information.
Well, I genuinely get like this when somebody want to combat me. Oftentimes people don't combat me. Dennis does it by saying, I have a little pushback. A lot of people do it by saying, "Nah, fuck that shit." And when you say that, now the fire's turned on. Now I want to eat your fucking lunch.
Yeah. So now you're literally establishing yourself as an opposition force.
Yeah,
like literally, you putting your foot.
No, fuck that shit.
Fuck that. This is my stance, and what you're saying is
now
bullshit. Under attack.
So going back
now, I got to data bomb you.
I got that. Yeah.
So going back to what I said earlier about the whole competition, and these are men with egos. So if this is happening on air, no one wants to look like a fool in front of chicks. I don't give a shit who you are. Nobody wants to look like a fool in front of chicks.
Know when your arms are too short to box with God.
And speaking of chicks, we got Lexi Arce in the building.
Let me finish this. Hold up. In order for you to understand, you got an audience. There are people out there who think exactly like you. But there's people out there who think like me, like him, like him. So we all got an audience. So the share of information is going to educate them on how you think and how you think and how you think, as opposed to going at each other. That's why I'm saying that words shouldn't be a weapon.
That's called building.
Well, don't weapon. Well, stop hitting me with words then, because these niggas. Listen, all right, here's a prime example. At Sister V's house, the energy, the uproar that happened, that didn't come from me being aggressive.
What's the uproar?
The young cats, they was like, "Nah, fuck that shit." Especially when I mention how I deal with my
problems. Hey,
when I deal with
no problem.
When I dealt with my children, when I spoke on how I dealt with my children's mother and the things I suggested. An uproar happened. They wasn't being disrespectful or nothing like that, but they just got impassioned. You know what I'm saying? They was blazing with passion.
Yeah.
That's and I was speaking like this, like, hey, this is why, and this is what I do. And they was like, no, because what are you saying? They got impassioned. And it was all love in the building. No, love. Yeah. And I understood that from I understood that from the jump. But that's what be happening. Not as respectful as they did it.
No, what happens is people hear through their experiences.
Facts.
So it's very difficult for people to filter out or filter in what they need to filter in because they're filtering out so much. So when I'm talking to you and L is talking, instead of listening to what L is actually saying in totality, I'm actually filtering what L is saying to minimize what he's saying. I'm looking for keywords. I'm looking for certain angles that he's taking for me to say, oh, he's saying all that bullshit to really say this little bitty ass shit. It's me funneling and minimizing what you're saying so that I can respond instead of trying to listen to incorporate. People don't listen to incorporate. They listen to battle. They listen to be right. Yeah, they listen to validate. They listen to confirm. So when they listen, a lot of times people are listening to their listening through their trauma, the bullshit that they done been through. Okay, I done been through this before. So a nigga talking this bullshit, let me listen to you. Oh, you said that? Okay, cool. Now I already know that's triggering me to do this.
I used to say this to my ex, man. You always waiting on your turn to talk.
Yep.
As opposed to actually listening to me.
To become part of the conversation. Right. We're supposed to be sharing. Because a conversation means we share.
I'm not trying to belittle you. I'm trying to understand you. And if you're talking to me,
yes,
I'm trying to listen to you. Mm-hmm. But you gotta also one thing you have to be able to do is you have to be able to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Because there's a certain part of you I gotta know in order for me to be able to communicate with you. Male, female, work, relationship, marriage, whatever it is, you have to be able to let your guard down to hear what they're saying. And sometimes, even though there's a trick, because we all got trigger words, man. I don't like a motherfucker calling me stupid. I'm right. And as intelligent as I am, why should I be taking that shit personal? But it goes back to when you was to my child, me being a child and whatever I went through as a kid. I was all, when back then it was competition in classroom.
Right.
If you went out the spelling bee and even if you was fifth to go out, motherfucker, you ain't win, and you like,
first you last.
So you don't want, if you ain't first, you last.
You ain't first, you last.
So we all are talking through our traumas.
Yep.
What we got on the screen.
Real talk. Hey, shout out to Virtual.
We're going to go to some music before we get to it.
Real quick. We're going to get into some music real quick, but real quick, let me shout out to the chat, man, because we appreciate y'all riding with us, man. Dion says, but y'all topics can be contentious in nature, which is all good. That man, dog, I got to give love to that. He's saying our topics are contentious. They're supposed to be. They're supposed to be thought-provoking. That's the whole point, to poke you and get you to talk. You know what I'm saying? And talk about things outside of your comfort zone.
You ain't learning if you ain't uncomfortable.
You ain't learning unless you're uncomfortable. And that's one thing I can honestly say I appreciate about being on the show and fucking with Monix, you know what I'm saying, is that I have been uncomfortable in certain situations. I have. Just in certain conversations, like,
wait a minute. Shoes on the wrong foot?
Yeah, like wait a minute. That rubbed me the wrong way. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me speak on that real quick.
I don't like that shit. Might have to drop a dime on these niggas.
Yeah, let me drop a dime on these niggas, man. For real talk. These bitch ass niggas. Let me drop a dime on these motherfuckers.
Yeah, man.
But it's definitely it's good for the conversation, and this is honestly what we need to do in society. So we would like to be a microcosm of what we would like to see in society, man. So shout out to the big words.
But we're gonna get to some music, man, and we're gonna come back. We probably close it out after this.
But, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Shop Talk 7 minutes. Get to this music. Another shameless plug by me. Shop Talk 7 minutes.
Let's rock.
Tony Monix in the building.
Who we got?
The artist. Me, nigga.
Oh, Monix. Oh, got another joint by Monix. Here we go.
Yeah.
let's get it. I made you look, niggas shook, hustle-matic on the mic now. Coming for the throne, all you niggas kneel right now. Guess you feel a threat, so you niggas wanna fight now. It's better if you swing, you don't want it on the mic now. Speaking on your stage in your city, yeah, it's my town. Want it with whoever, if I want it, bitch, it's my crown. Stay inside the house till I make the ruckus sky down. Chill and take the lesson, there's a wall, you will fly now. I am Tony Monix, guess around with Chronics, guess around with Phonics. Guess your girl still fucking cause she love my sonics. And she blew my top in the parking lot at Sonics. And my music rock, but your rhymes are hyperbolic. I'm the one, capital, like what is in your wallet? Internet thugs, you was better off in college. All that shit you starting now, you gotta pay to squash it. Keep it on the mic or we can take it to the Rockets. I prefer the former, but for certain I will pop it. Only time you pop is right before you lock and drop it. But I digress, I hear you begging me to stop it. Stupid niggas type to try to shoot me before you cock it. Don't gotta lie to me, you never shot it. Got it. Metaphorically, I will torture niggas accordingly. I make your demise a priority with authority. Only ask questions rhetorically. I get bored with these niggas, y'all personas are forgeries. Can't belong here, your vibe is touristy. Go to war with me, you fight sorcery. Forcing me to play the hand I'm dealt. You got no fortune these. Niggas want to war with G's. Do this shit with sport, but please, your life I could afford with ease. My bar is cold like it's metal in the snow. Moving niggas out the way like heavy metal when it blow. I'm just letting niggas know at this level when you try to fight the devil how it go. I'm just telling you the opposite of heaven's what I bring when I violate a hoe. I annihilate you, bro. Right beside you is a door that you can try to get you before your time expire. You should go flow wet like it's a jumper better. Yet it's like the rain. Can't explain, but that shit turn to fire when it pours. Let's get it, nigga.
I fucks with you heavily. Shawty, what we got so rarity. Ain't no comparing, apparently. We get high just for the clarity. Yeah. Always on the side of you. They know I'ma ride for you. That's why it's ride or die, cause I love the shit out of you. I'm just saying. To be honest, I tell you that I wasn't honest about everything. So I'll start from the top and tell you just about everything. No matter what, I'll never change, man. I put that on everything. With you as my witness and everything. Cause you witness everything. Blueprints and everything. Where you is my wedding ring. For you to compliment to everything. I see you accomplishing everything. Throw you a compliment every day. I know you thought this was shit I would never say. But I swear I said everything. And if I ever put it all on you, it's to show that I'm serious about everything. Oh, yeah. Whoa. I fucks with you heavily. Shawty, what we got so rarity. Ain't no comparing, apparently. We get high just for the clarity. Yeah. Always on the side of you. They know I'ma ride for you. That's why it's ride or die, cause I love the shit out of you. I'm just ooh, wait. We know that the time flies when the vibe's high and the feeling is great. We know that the limelight always shines bright when it's in your face. I never wanna break your heart. When we together, girl, I fall apart. This is the life for. I fucks with you heavily. Shawty, what we got so rarity. Ain't no comparing, apparently. We get high just for the clarity. Yeah. Always on the side of you. They know I'ma ride for you. That's why it's ride or die, cause I love the shit out of you. I'm just saying. I fucks with you heavily. Ain't no comparing, apparently. We get high just for the clarity. Yeah. They know I'ma ride for you. That's why it's ride or die, cause I love this shit.
I don't wanna wait until it's too late and I gotta give up everything that I once had. I don't wanna start over, not trying to build my heart over never broke me down. Found my tears and all my deepest fears. You play me and I feel I wasted all these years, yeah. For someone who didn't love me, who lied like he would be there for me, but he put it all before me. Damn, it really, really hurt me bad. I don't wanna wait until it's too late and I gotta give up everything that I once had. I don't wanna start over, not trying to put my heart over. I gotta break this habit, got it bad. I don't even blame you if you wanna walk away. You say I'm crazy and it's all in my head. I don't wanna start over, not trying to put my heart over. I gotta break this habit, got it bad.
I truly never felt this. All this pain inside, yeah, I never really dealt with. Guess I'm kinda selfish. You leave, I'll accept it. Cause our love is toxic, full of lies and deception. What's the one with no connection? Two lines with no respect. I don't wanna give up, but I think we should consider. Cause my love unconditional when you show something different. I'm tired of all the drama, damn. You know all my triggers. We both go in a bitter, highs colder than the winter.
I won't lose me. Can't keep dreaming. I don't wanna wait until it's too late and I gotta give up everything that I once had. I don't wanna start over, not trying to build my heart over. I gotta break this habit, got it bad. I don't even blame you if you wanna walk away. You say I'm crazy and it's all in my head. I don't wanna start over, not trying to build my heart over. I gotta break this habit, got it bad. I don't wanna wait until it's too late and I gotta give up everything that I once had. I don't wanna start over, not trying to build my heart over. I gotta break this habit, got it bad. I don't even blame you if you wanna walk away. You say I'm crazy and it's all in my head. I don't wanna start over, not trying to build my heart over. I gotta break this habit, got it bad.
My vision, my purpose on earth is way bigger than you.